FedEx Cup Series at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So welcome live tonight from Las Vegas. So it's the second race of the doubleheader weekends, as we had the race we won't talk about on Monday night, and then Xfinity was last night in Vegas. Alright, so here we go. It's the third race of the season from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the third NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series race at Vegas. The last two ones were pretty insane, and we got another one coming up tonight. So welcome live to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We'll have cars on the racetrack in just a minute. So yeah, it's the third race of the season, and here we go from Vegas. Looking forward to this one tonight, the first mile-and-a-half track of the year. First, I guess you can say normal track. So Las Vegas Motor Speedway tonight, here in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. Xfinity was fun last night, but now it's time, of course, to move on to the 134-lap race, NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series race for season number 3. It's the 43rd Cup Series race in history, and tonight, places host in Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Alright, here we go from Vegas. Mile-and-a-half racing coming up in just a couple of minutes, and we'll have the, again, half-hour warm session, so then we get the 2-lap qualifying, and then it's time to go racing from Vegas. Once again, the third race of the season about to be underway from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway here in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series for season number 3. Xfinity was fun last night. That was under the lights. This race will not be under the lights tonight. It will be in the daytime, just like any other Las Vegas race is in the Cup Series. Alright, here we go from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Welcome in live tonight, here in Sin City. And you'll have the live coverage up for just a minute. Alright, welcome live to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series here in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the desert, but we're going to be looking forward to some fun racing tonight from Vegas. 134 laps ahead of us. First up, once again, as usual, the half-hour warm session, and here comes the 7 of Matthew White onto the racetrack. Dominated your Daytona 500 champion from the season, then dominated in Phoenix. Unfortunately got taken out in that race and did not win. So, but he's been off to a very good start so far. Can he keep the momentum rolling? Coming to Vegas, where he almost won this race in season number 1 and had a decent run in season 2. As he's going to head out into the racetrack. Alright. So here's White through turns 3 and 4. And now, if it wants to do that, load down the front stretch. Here comes Braden Huntsicker, though. Yeah, here is Matthew White in the number 7. As he rolls down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Alright, so cars on the racetrack here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway for tonight. This for the warm-up session here in season number 3. And give a second. iRacing's just my ticker is not updated, so there we go. Should be good in just a moment. Alright, so there we go. Here, back on the racetrack, as here is Carlos Ortiz down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. So it's high-speed racing tonight from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And here comes Ortiz down the front stretch. You got the 80 of Logan Giesbrecht here in the number, his own team entry for Giesbrecht Racing Management, as Matthew White goes top of the board. So unfortunately for Logan Giesbrecht, he got caught up in an early accident in Phoenix and did not finish that race. Here is Pace and Lindsay down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Lindsay heads down the front stretch. And there's Giesbert once more. There's Braden Hunsaker, your winner from last, or I should say this Monday at Phoenix, as he runs down the front stretch to go P4. Here's the 09 of John Butler on track. 88 of Banks here. Now down the backstretch for Nolan Crane Racing in his first full-time year. That's this so far. Alright, so the warm-up session is underway here in Las Vegas. There's John Butler in the 09. Now heading down the front stretch. These cars are going to be absolutely flying around this racetrack tonight. We're going to see multiple different lines as well for him throughout this race, as Hunsaker now kind of moves in the middle. Here comes Matt Grab in the 53 on track. So Grab heading into turns 3 and 4. There's the 53 of Matt Grab. Gets up the speed in his Ford Mustang. Here comes Payson Lindsay back off pit road, it looks like. You got Matthew White sideways a bit through turns 3 and 4. But arcs that thing all the way down. Carlos Ortiz, P2 on the board. So far, Ortiz gone off to a strong start as Matthew White's in the wall here. And down the front stretch, probably going to stop. But here comes Landon Johnson in the 60 car. Full-time in the Xfinity Series, making a part-time start here in Cup. For Ethan Trendler Racing. Oh, Johnson nearly goes around. Able to hang on to that thing, though. So here's Carlos Ortiz. And then Giesbret. Giesbret so far is 4th on the board, as he sends it up the track a bit. A bit of shifting as well with these drivers, so that could play an effect in this race. Here's Brandon Redford. Down the backstretch he goes. He's had an okay season so far. Nothing special. Let's see what we can do tonight in Vegas, as Redford heads down the front straightaway. So you do hear a bit of shifting as well, as I said before. Off, or it looks like off turn 4. I don't believe they shift down in 1 and 2. Here's Matthew White back onto the track. We got Butler, Lindsay here, heading down the front stretch. 2 cars racing, Banks and Hunsaker. 88's all over the rear bumper of Braden Hunsaker, as he got 1 car slow. That's Wyatt Youngblood, I believe. Here's Giesbret, maybe a bit of pit practice as he comes down pit road. And Carlos Ortiz still in the racetrack, still 2nd on the board. 21 minutes to go in the warm-up. Here's the 47. Still making some good lap times, Brandon Redford. He is 9th for that only lap he's done so far. He's actually one of those drivers that is, once again, downshifting through turns 3 and 4. Some of them aren't doing that, I just learned, as he goes to 7th. Here's Matthew White back on the racetrack, heading down the backstretch. You got Jordan Herring in the 97. Ripping the outside lane here. Lots of cars over here. There's the 09 of Butler. Lindsay to 6th. Wyatt Youngblood here in the number 45 on the track. You got Banks up the racetrack there a little bit. Still not getting around Braden Hunsaker. And the 77 holding him off. Matthew White goes the 2nd on the board. Here's Matt Grab on the bottom, as he heads down the front stretch. So kind of a bit of a pack here. About 5-6 cars. As the 88 moves up to the outside lane to try to get some clean air on his nose and maybe get a run on the 77 of Hunsaker. He'll move down to the inside. Carlos Ortiz, or I'm sorry, Wyatt Youngblood, I should say, has joined this battle. There's the 45. Oh, he's going to wreck Hunsaker. In the wall goes the 77. They crash down the front straightaway here. 2 cars go around, Hunsaker and Youngblood, and there goes Herring on by, and everybody will avoid them. Here's the 47 Redford, right now 8th. So maybe not exactly where he wants to be, but starting to improve. Oh! And he's going to absolutely slam the wall. So White now ripping the high line as Johnson goes to 4th. So good lap for Landon Johnson. White down the front stretch. Carlos Ortiz now back into 2nd place. So Ortiz having a really good session so far. And here comes the 24 of Aiden Donahue onto the racetrack. Big pack going on here. Butler all over the back bumper for the 88. Ortiz also falling in line here. Now Butler going to get around to the 88, looking like he's going to do some pit road practice. Side by side with John Butler and Carlos Ortiz. So Ortiz is really pushing that machine very fast so far in Vegas. Herring in the 6th. Here on the board. Here comes Lucas Lewis on the racetrack. You got Braden Hunsicker as well coming back onto the track. Joseph Lewis in the number 82 Toyota Camry goes to 11th. So we do see some drivers letting off the gas here. Here comes 51 of Hamill. The 7 of White back onto the track. Giesbrett making his way down the front stretch. And here's Aiden Donahue. Donahue is 14th. Jordan Herring now in this pack over here. Some of their cars. There's Mac Grab in the 53 on the bottom. Braden Hunsick on the 77 falling in behind him as they move to the outside. Hunsicker trying to get some clean air on his nose. Hunsicker's 9th right now. So maybe not having the most speed starting off for your winner in Phoenix. And Payson Lindsay leads these guys as Hunsicker actually washes up the track a bit, going down the backstretch. You got at the 00, I should say, of Tyler Payne heading down the front stretch. As he upshifts into 5th gear. White Youngblood, there is Hamill. And there's Joseph Lewis working down the backstretch. Lewis right now is P12 on the board. And there's Matthew White in the 7 car, your Daytona 500 champion and Season 1 NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series champion. Right now, he is P3 on the board. Here is Eli Tomlin now on track. Teammate to Lynn Giesbrecht, who is on his bumper. You got 24 of 8. Donnie, starting to slow that thing down. He is 9th right now. Jordan Herring in the 97 on the outside here once more. Got Mac Grab, a bunch of other cars racing down here. Hunsicker all over the back bumper of Lindsay. Gets him loose up the racetrack a bit. Goes to the outside of the 99. Whoa, nearly in the wall, though. There goes Ortiz as well on the high line. Is that didn't work for a second? There's the 77 down low. So Braden and Hunsicker are all on the bottom. 15 minutes to go here in Vegas. Oh, war up as Ortiz and Lindsay teammates make a bit of contact. Nearly both of them went around, but they will both save it. Oh, Lindsay very loose off corner exit there. So they're racing very hard here in practices. Hunsicker pulls off. He's now P11, so might want to make some adjustments on that race car as Tyler Payne makes his way down the backstretch. Bit loose there. He is 15th. Hamill is P17 as Youngblood gets into the wall a bit. Youngblood's 14th. And there is 4th place, Landon Johnson. Here is Stephen Hathorne coming onto the racetrack, so you probably heard, but Nicholas Martinez has been suspended from the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League as Matthew White crashes down the backstretch, so Stephen Hathorne is going to be filling in for him until he is able to come back. Hathorne has already made some Cup Series starts this year. Has been actually pretty decent. Ran up front in Daytona. Same thing happened with Jacob Malone, but it was only 3-race suspension for him, so he will be back soon. So we'll have this week off. That's Sonoma and Miami off. Oh, as Gaisbrett slips around a bit as he gets down the front stretch. So, talking about the 3 of Jacob Malone, he will be back from in Atlanta for race number 6. Here is 3 cars drafting their way through here. Matt Grab in the 53. Facing Lindsay back there in the 99 and the 97. Looks like a Jordan Herring. Lindsay goes to the bottom. Herring moves up to the outside. Oh. Herring right now is 6th, though doing a pretty decent job here on the board so far. There's more battling. Here's Hawthorne and Hamill side by side down the front stretch. You got, that is Landon Fish coming on track in his number 72 machine. Side by side. Oh, Hamill on the wall a bit as they race door to door here with Hawthorne. Hamill right now is last here in practice. As the 18 will clear the 51. 18 still sliding around a bit. As here comes Matthew White back down the front stretch. John Butler making some times. Butler right now is 8th, so decently on the board as White. Youngblood is going to spin down the backstretch as he goes around. As here comes Matthew White. Oh, it's going to be into the wall. Takes a bit of a hit and avoids the 45. Donahue here and Butler side by side. As 24 up the racetrack a bit. Donahue is 10th right now, so him and his teammate Braden Hunsick are probably not loving the speed with the race car so far. Carlos Ortiz in the 21, still 3rd, so he is putting down some pretty decent lap times, even now. As he gets pushed up the racetrack a bit. And now back down the front stretch. Here is Lucas Lewis making some times. He is 18th right now on the board. Probably wants to prove a bit more as he got car spinning. Eli Tomlin down the front stretch. And oh, back up into traffic. They both avoid him somehow. That was very close though. Lindsay is up the track. Here's the 73 of Lewis, who's inside. Donahue to P6, so good pick up there as Lindsay has been the one that's kind of sliding off corner exit. Off the back straightaways. Here's Tyler Payne. Some other drivers as well. Payne is 12th. Here's Youngblood. He is 16th. Got the 82 of Joseph Lewis. Right now, Joseph Lewis is 10th. And here's Landon Fish. Had a decent lap. Moved up to 14th. And here's Ethan McMillan, his teammate, in front of him. So far it's Banks, top of the board. There's Giesbrett here. Hawthorne now going side by side with John Butler. Trying to make it side by side, at least for these two affiliated teammates. So these guys working together very nicely as Carlos Ortiz goes into 2nd place. And another lap, Hawthorne to P6. So Ortiz is really looking good, even on the longer run. So Carlos Ortiz here, 10 minutes to go in practice. He is all the way up in 2nd, just barely off P1, so he is really doing a nice job so far here in Vegas. That car looks like it's flying around this racetrack. Oh, crash! Matthew White in the wall, and oh! Ortiz just avoids him. And here comes Hunsaker off pit road. Here's Matt Grab slipping off the track. McMillan a 16th, oh, Grab on the wall. Matt Grab is 18th right now, so maybe not looking like the speed right now, I should say. Here comes Matthew White back off pit road. The 99 of Lindsay, the 47 of Redford still on pit road. There's Banks in the 88. 73 of Lewis, the 53 of Matt Grab, and some other drivers behind him. 9 minutes to go here in the warm-up session in Las Vegas. Here's Aiden Donahue, who is 7th down the backstretch. And Hunsicker back now to 13th, so not really sure what's going on with the speed of Braden Hunsicker's car. It doesn't look very raceable either. It looks stable, but the issue is with that race car, it just doesn't look fast. Donahue goes to 4th here on the board. Here is Dylan Banks back on track. Matthew White down to his inside. They go door to door. And gonna go side by side down the front stretch. Make sure to get away from the side draft. The 7 he will. And he'll get clear yet again. Down the back stretch they go. White all in his draft as they head through turns 3 and 4. As once again they go down the front stretch. Here's the 47. Hawthorne coming back on track as well. Got Eli Tomlin. And Braden Hunsicker still trying to put down some times, but doesn't seem to be working. That thing actually is sliding around a bit. So Hunsicker's got to find something here. See, that probably does not want to be running in the back in this race. He actually took the points lead after Phoenix, as White basically ties Banks there for top of the board. So Youngblood into the wall a bit. Landon Fish up the track as well into the wall. And here's Jordan Herring, who is 8th. These drivers absolutely flying around here at Las Vegas. And right now outside the top 20, so more racing down this backstretch once again. Here is the 72 Fish down to the inside of White. Youngblood, he's going to slip off the track. Landon Fishes nearly gets to the door of this 45, but both of them keep off of each other. Is now McMillan all the back over Landon Fish. Fish has made his way up to 14th place. Here's Ashton Miller on track in the 79. Nearly won at Las Vegas last night in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Xfinity Series. Unfortunately for him, just came up so close. Led the most laps in that race, but lost to Connor Asbell in the closing laps. But he also finished 2nd in Phoenix. And now the 99 Blindsey up the track. Nearly going around, so Ashton Miller still looking for his first win in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. Lewis is P9, good lap. So here's Miller down the front stretch, catching Payson Lindsay and Landon Johnson. Miller is slots in P17 for now on that first lap. So we'll see how his Cup car is tonight after the Xfinity car was definitely one of the fastest in the field. All over the back bumper of Payson Lindsay. Nearly going to take a 3 wide. Gets down to the inside of the 99 as Lindsay's way up the track. Oh! 3 wide, and there goes Lindsay in the wall hard. And they're just going to pile it up, looks like. Maybe, ooh, hard in the wall back there. Herring's also involved. They got more cars spinning, the M&F cars. There they go. As they try to slot their way on by, oh! Miller in the middle of the track. Then they're all going to really pile it up here. 5 minutes to go in Las Vegas warm-up session. Hamill not having a good session whatsoever. Here comes the 45 is White. Youngblood and Tyler Payne, who right now is 13th. Oh, Matt grabbed the 4th, so a good pickup for Matt Grab here late in practice. So probably made a bit of couple adjustments to that race car, and now it's starting to pick up. Redford and Banks going side by side. Redford down to the inside here of the 88. They go door to door. And the 88 gets clear. Ooh, fish! Very loose. In the wall he goes. And down to the bottom. Now he's going to spin. And he goes through the grass and into pit road and slams the wall. Here's Eli Tomlin up the racetrack. He's really up high. Ooh. I don't think that line's really working for him. Here's Matt Grab in the 53. So once again, 4 minutes to go here in Las Vegas. Is Braden Hunsicker going to spin down the front stretch and get into the wall a bit. So he is now 15th on the board. He keeps on dropping, cannot put a solid lap time together, it looks like. So Braden Hunsicker, when's the concern going to set in for him? He's going to have to try to put down some good laps in qualifying and then try to get that thing fixed up for the race as Redford moves up to the outside of the 88 of Banks. And there's the 47 up high. Oh, in the wall a bit, and he clears the 88. Rickford is 18th right now on the board, so Tomlin into the wall hard. In front of Joseph Lewis here, and Lewis is going to make his way to the outside. Got Matt Grab heading down the backstretch. I was getting concerned with Matt Grab's times there. They were not looking good whatsoever, but he's at the 4th here on the board, so a very solid lap for Matt Grab, I guess. It was Aiden Donnie who gets in the wall. I'm going to probably almost spin down the front stretch. Oh, here comes Ashton Miller on by. He is 16th right now on the board. And back up in the traffic goes Ashton. Looks like nobody else really is coming. There they go, but everybody is going to probably avoid. 2 minutes to go here tonight. In Las Vegas, warm-ups here in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. Here's Redford in the 47, 53 of Matt Grab, and Logan Bufret in the 80. Oh, in the wall, Payson Lindsay. Pretty good shot there into the fence. Here's more drivers on pit road, so drivers may want to try to put down some qualifying sim laps if they can. Carlos Ortiz still 3rd. So once again, I've been very impressed with Ortiz's laps here on the racetrack. They're looking very solid. Under 2 minutes to go. Maybe a bit of a lift there. On the bottom he goes. There's Hunsicker. Now Hunsicker down to 16th as Redford moves up to 10th. So Hunsicker really struggling in this session right now. We'll see if that carries over into qualifying or he can find the speed. With a minute left to go. Oh, Matt Grab around. Oh, we got a car upside down, it looks like. Oh, who is that? That's... Oh, Wyatt Youngblood, and he absolutely flies. He's gone. Yeah. To the moon goes Wyatt Youngblood with 51 seconds to go. We nearly got 3 wide racing here. Hamill in the middle. Or in the bottom, I should say. Lindsay in the middle now. They make contact as Tyler Payne goes through the grass. Almost 3 wide yet again. Lindsay moves the 79 in the middle up the track, and there goes Hamill around. And they will just pile it up. Alright, so that'll just about do it from the warm-up session. Will anybody be able to put down a final flying lap here? We'll see. And then we'll move on to qualifying. Here for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series at Las Vegas. He's getting the wall a bit. Joseph Lewis right now is 14th. And that'll just about do it. Qualifying coming up next from Vegas. All right. So it's time to see who's going to be sitting on pole for tonight's NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series race from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway here in season number 3. Let's get qualifying underway. Here's Ashton Miller in the 73 of Lucas Lewis, I should say. There's the 80 of Lone Giesbrecht. Went on to the racetrack. So 2 laps qualifying as usual here in the ovals. Matthew White straight up the speed. So is Ashton Miller. There's 7 Hathorn. Wyatt Youngblood. There's Joseph Lewis. And Braden Hunsicker in the 77. There's Payson Lindsay. Hunsicker up the speed. There's John Butler. Alright, so here we go. Cars up the speed here in qualifying. Carlos Ortiz and Matthew White down the front stretch to the line to start his flying lap. And he's got Ashton Miller ahead of him. Into 1 goes Miller. A bit of a downshift there, it sounded like. As he shifts up, down the backstretch. There's Matthew White in the 7. What are these first laps going to look like? We are about to find out. The track position could be important in here in Las Vegas tonight. Not as important as most tracks, but Matthew White goes top of the board at Ashton Miller, about a quarter of a second behind. Look on behind him, Ortiz butts in 3rd. There's Carlos Ortiz. Payne goes 3rd now. He's at 7th, Lindsay 9th, Hunsicker 8th, Lewis 10th. Here's Matthew White off turn 4. What's this time going to look like? Donahue goes to 6th. Matthew White to the line. Backs it down. He improves just a bit, or actually he didn't. One improving was Ashton Miller, I believe. And there he goes. Ortiz now to 2nd. What a qualifying lap for him. Carlos Ortiz looks so fast in practice, and he goes to 2nd place. Hunsicker now P2. Really good lap and pickup. McMillan down the backstretch. Is Landon Fish. Off turn 4 goes Aiden Donahue to the line for his final lap. Through the grass a bit. Ooh, that got him a bit loose. Donahue top of the board. 1 lap for Aiden Donahue. And through the grass as well. Here's Redford in the 73 of Lewis backing it down. Here's Dylan Banks down the backstretch. Braden Hunsicker is 3rd. Banks heading out of turn number 4. Herring moves 6th for his final lap. Where is Dylan Banks going to go? Butler goes to P6. Banks is 13th on that first lap. Redford is 4th on that final lap. Butler backs down. He is 7th. Fish is 9th. Here comes Wyatt Youngblood to the line. I think for his opening lap. Yes, it is. Wyatt Youngblood is 17th. Hawthorne here on his opening flying lap. Fish backs it down. Banks through turns 3 and 4. Trying to improve up from 14th. As he goes down the front stretch, looking like on a fast lap. 3rd for Dylan Banks, and he backs it down. Here is 7 Hathorn down the front stretch. Aiden Donahue on provisional pole in Las Vegas. Hathorn through the grass. He is 13th. That'll be his qualifying over. Banks backs down. There's Matt Grab. He gets a run in the 53, so he may be on the racetrack here in a moment. Guess not. All right, so some drivers not electing to qualify, looks like, here in Vegas. That means it's just about race time here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I don't think anybody else coming onto the track here, so that should just about do it. Give it just a minute, and then we'll be back. All right, so here we go. From Las Vegas, I think that's our final car running, so we are going to go to the race. All right. Here we go from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Welcome live to For the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series here for the Season 3 race in Vegas, Aiden Donahue going to be on the pole for the first time in his career. He starts from pole position. He was outside his teammate Matthew White. And then Dylan Banks starts third. And then you got Braden Hunsicker. What a pickup from practice after he was 16th in practice. Wasn't looking good whatsoever, but he picks up all the way to 4th. Redford are going to be starting inside the top 5 here. Giesbrecht starts in P6. Carlos Ortiz looked very good in practice. He starts 7th. John Butler going to be starting P8. Jordan Herring starts P9, and Landon Fish rounds out your top 10. And you got the rest of your top 20 at least on the left side of your screen. All right, here we go from Vegas. As we're going to see the cars roll off the racetrack in just a moment from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Here for the third race of season number 3. What a show Xfinity put on last night. Connor Asbell was able to get that win. Ashton Miller, full-time Cup driver, finished second in that race. Ashton going to be starting in P14 tonight. Look back to the rest of the grid. You can see some other drivers all throughout the rest of this field here from Vegas. Just waiting for a couple more drivers to load in. All right. And yeah, once again, there's Aiden Donahue on pole for tonight. Yeah, so what a lap it was for Donahue. He was top 10, I believe, in practice, but then had that very fast lap in qualifying. Actually ran through the grass at the end there, so very impressive for him to still be on the pole. So here we go from Las Vegas Motor Speedway tonight. All these drivers lined up. There we go. All right, should be going just about now. As drivers going to be pulling off pit road, we welcome you live to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway for tonight's NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series race here in Vegas. So they all roll off pit, or not pit road this time, off the front straightaway. Any final thoughts, Ashton, before we go green for this race here in Vegas, the third of the season?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't wreck.
We'll see, as Ashton finished second in Phoenix for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series race there on Monday, and then he finished second also in Las Vegas for the Xfinity race. He's coming off a lot of momentum this week already. He has finished second twice. He's been the most consistent driver so far. All right, here we go. Ready to get the season number 3 NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series race from Las Vegas underway. 134 laps ahead of us. Halfway break going to be a lap number 67. The end of that, stage points awarded to the top 10. So Aiden Donahue does get a bonus point as usual for the pole. And he's going to be racing side by side with Matthew White. So it's an all Highline Motorsports front row here in Vegas, with Donahue and White. Pace car comes down pit road. Race number 3 of the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series season is underway in Las Vegas.
Matthew White got a penalty for apparently jumping in start somehow.
Oh, so Matthew White going to be probably coming down pit road. Here he is. Your Daytona 500 champion all the way down to pit road. Ooh, maybe even a little bit too hot down pit road. So Matthew White, bad start. Going to be on a penalty here as Aiden Donahue will lead lap 1 in Las Vegas as he heads through turns number 1 and 2. The 24 does. And he's going to head down the backstretch now. You got Dylan Banks on his bumper. Here comes Brandon Redford running in P3. 47 there on the outside of the 88. Brandon Redford looking for P2 here. Oh, nearly got there. Now to the inside he goes, swinging low. Is the 47 of Redford. Here are 3 laps into Las Vegas. Brandon Redford on the call. He moves up to P2. And, oh, watch up the racetrack a bit. Here comes Carlos Ortiz, now running in 4th. We're going to get to the outside of Banks. Yeah, Matthew White down pit road here early. There he is. He will not lose lap just yet, but here we go for the lead. Brandon Redford around the outside of Aiden Donahue. Side by side for the top spot in Vegas already. Redford going to lead that lap, coming to lap number 4. And he's on the outside. Carlos Ortiz also trying to come on the run, side by side with the leader, as Ortiz down to the inside for P3 of Dylan Banks, and Brandon Redford takes the lead officially here in Las Vegas, as Donahue now has pressure from the 88 and the 21 down the backstretch. So the 47 Redford out front, Jordan Herring, his teammate, also coming. So these short run cars for Redford Motorsports looking good so far, as now Dylan Banks grabs second back away from Aiden Donahue. Here's Herring back on that outside line. Banks now coming with a bit of a run on the 47. Herring now also, look at these Redford Motorsports cars going here early in this race. Jordan Herring to the outside of Dylan Banks for second.
Make sure not to wear out your tires too much, because you don't want to spin and ruin your car.
All right, it's an all Redford Motorsports 1-2 here in Las Vegas already. The 47 and the 97 up front. Their other driver, Lucas Lewis, I should say, runs 15th at the moment. But now Herring might be on the call to try to catch down his teammate, Brandon Redford, as he got off the racetrack. The 21 of Ortiz goes up the track a bit. And he's going to maybe fall back a bit. Braden Hunsiker falls back to 8th place here. Banks now runs in 4th. Here comes Hathorn, though, coming around the outside, maybe trying to gain some momentum. He's gotten around Aiden Donahue here early in this race.
Made some enemies. Well, maybe last night he may have made some sort of rival with Matthew White.
Oh, the 88 into the... nearly went around there. He touched the apron, and that's just going to allow Hawthorne to get around him. That was very close for your leaders here, as now Jordan Herring all over the back bumper of his teammate Brandon Redford for the lead. That heats up. We got this also. This battle is Hawthorne now moves in the P3. You got Ortiz up the track a bit. He's slipping and sliding in the number 21 here early. Starting to fall back a little bit. He's back to P6 as Joseph Lewis makes his way down to the inside. We go Jordan over here. Here's Aiden Donahue running in 5th place at the moment. Hawthorne now starting to catch your leaders, Herring and Redford. Here is Herring all over the back bumper of the 47, I should say. Herring trying to find some clean air on his nose. Maybe not just trying to pass him, though, because they are teammates. And probably just want to stay in front here. 9 laps into Vegas, so still early stages in this race. Hawthorne now around the outside in the 18. As they go down the back straightaway, Jordan Herring all over the back bumper of his teammate Redford. He is just pushing him, though, so that's something to note. But Hawthorne is catching both these drivers. He may catch them off guard as he gets the rear bumper of Herring. Down the front stretch they go. 3-car battle for the lead.
Fuel update real quick. It's going to be a really, really close one to the end of the stage.
Yeah, once again, the update at the end of the stage is the end of lap number 67, so we'll see if they can make it to the end as Tyler Payne gets around Braden Hunsiker for 8th.
Yeah, what it looks like right now, if we don't get a caution, we won't make it to the end of the stage. We'll be 1 lap short. Yeah,
that's going to be close. Can they save, though? That will be the question here. Your leader probably not saving a whole lot of fuel, I'd imagine. We'll have to wait and see what the drivers in the back half of the field that draft can do, as now here is Ortiz and Lewis battling for 5th, looks like. Lewis around the outside here in the 82. Maybe even going to get Dylan Banks? Maybe? Not yet. Still side by side with Carlos Ortiz as Donahue tries to make his way back up through the field. Now they're going to the outside of Banks, maybe even 3 wide for a second. Joseph Lewis still trying to clear Carlos Ortiz, though. Off corner exit, they cannot. There's Ortiz in the bottom of the 88. 88 Banks tries to block. He will make that successful.
Yeah, a little bit dicey up there. It was blocks.
Tyler Payne running in 7th now to the outside of Joseph Lewis. That's his affiliated teammate now back to the inside. So Tyler Payne is starting to cut his way through the field here in the 00. He's all the way down to the inside as Carlos Ortiz takes that spot away from Dylan Banks. Oh, Ortiz so loose off corner exit. How did he save it? That was impressive for the 21. He was able to hang on to it as your leaders are really pulling away here. Nearly by 2 seconds, they get really aggressive back here. White, Youngblood on the inside as well. Payne maybe through the middle. Youngblood all over his back bumper here. Maybe even 3 wide just for a second. Now they are 3 wide. They get back to 2. And then now back to 3 as Youngblood moves out of the inside. Banks on that outside lane. Youngblood on the... Oh! Payne! Into the wall. He will save it. Everybody through the grass. And... Oh! There we go. Big wreck. They all almost had a save, but caution is out. First time tonight, and Braden Hunsicker is destroyed as they all make their way through, but the yellow flag is out for the first time tonight. I thought they had a save. That would have been really good, but unfortunately, they do not, and we have our first caution 14 laps in. Let's take a look. Yeah, Hunsicker there just through the grass as Payne got loose. Oh, got hooked by Joseph Lewis, who was sideways, and Pacer Lindsay also gets involved. And it brings out our first yellow of the night. It's right along with the 77 of Braden Hunsicker, who has just had an interesting weekend so far. Yeah, Payne up the racetrack as he saw, and just gets hooked there at the last second by the 82. And hard in the wall goes Braden Hunsicker. And he will spin. And, ooh, Landon Fish got him a bit, but I think Fish will be mostly okay. And there he is. Actually, some front-end damage to Landon Fish. But yeah, Braden and Hunsicker are all torn up already, as we are under our first yellow of the night. You're 15 laps into Las Vegas.
I'm going to hope that rear bumper damage isn't that bad here.
I'm assuming you have some?
I'm guessing I do, because I got drilled by the 70 of McMillan, I think.
Let's see. Actually, yeah, you do. You have some rear bumper damage, but it looks very fixable. So I think that should be okay if you sit on pit road for like a minute.
If you don't need it, don't fix it.
I think you might need it though. That's the issue. All right, we got your leaders coming on pit road here. Maybe faking. Oh, there they go. Faking. Carlos Ortiz stays out, but a lot of them pitting. Donahue as well stays out. There goes Ashton Miller staying. Matt Grab and Matthew White behind him as Matthew White will try to get some track position here. But rest of your leaders coming down pit road, led by Brandon Redford in the 47. So
we have 4 sets of tires, so
yeah, that will be a thing to keep in mind in this race. So first caution is out. 16 laps in. They nearly had a save down the front stretch, but unfortunately, Braden Hunsicker goes hard on the wall, and there maybe only fuel only for the 47 of Redford and the 97 of Jordan Herring. He goes side by side with Dylan Banks, and I think the 97 might have just, yes, he did. He won the race off there. Or there's Lewis, some track position gain. We see some tires being taken back here by Giesbrett in the 80 and John Butler there in the 09. Here comes Eli Tomlin off pit road. So kind of a split decision here, who's taking tires and who is not. All right, but yeah, early yellow flag and 3 cars involved. You saw Joseph Lewis, who got some significant damage. There he is in the 82. No front end on that thing. It doesn't look like it. I can't actually tell because there's not really a good angle. I don't know. I'll try to get a good angle here of Lewis's car. There he is in the left front end. So you can see Landon Fish there in the 72. He's got some front end damage. Braden Hunsicker is the one that's mostly destroyed. I think that car actually just could have blown up. I'm not really sure. And Pace and Lindsay as well.
Who fished?
No, Pace, or I should say, Braden Hunsicker.
Yeah, he got slammed a lot. Like, he went straight into the wall, so I would expect he probably has a blown engine.
As we ride along with the pace car, here, I didn't think you can go inside of the pace car, but there you go, a view of the iRacing pace car. There's Carlos Ortiz, who will assume the lead here. Aiden Donahue will start second, Ashton Miller third, Matt Crab fourth, and Matthew White, after getting that early penalty, will start in fifth, it looks like. And here's the helmet cam with the pace car, apparently. And here's Cole Wilson, who did not start the race originally, had some issues in the garage, and he will be now onto the track. All right. So there's Braden Hunsicker. Oh, he's in the wall. Yeah, that 77 looks pretty destroyed. Landon Fish back down pit road. There's Joseph Lewis and Payson Lindsay as well. Now going to be a lap down. Maybe even more.
Okay. So, let's say, theoretically, if you were to try to make it to the end of the stage, you'll be 1 lap in the good. So far.
For the cars that didn't hit, yeah. So everybody else will be good.
Yeah.
So this could be some good saving time under this caution for the first time tonight, lap number 17.
But we're going to have to pit anyways for tires before the end of the stage.
Yeah. So that is lap number 67. You see Donnie on the bottom. I'm assuming he's not pitting. Probably just going to be taking here. So as we see Cole Wilson still on pit road here. Lindsay is pretty destroyed, and 82 as well as I think Huntsinger. They're all trying to get repairs. There comes Landon Fish off pit road.
I don't. If you guys did end up watching that hellhole of a race Monday,
We don't really talk about that.
You might have seen that Aiden Downey, who went upside down and somehow still finished in the top 5. So I guess he's having some good luck coming into this race.
Yeah, we'll see if that can continue. He right now is going to be starting on the front row, and there's Hunsicker. He's now going to be put a lap down. The early yellow comes out in Las Vegas. There's multiple cars involved here. We're going to be restarting on lap number 19. The packed grandstand.
Matthew White's made his way back up into the top 5.
Yeah, he'd stayed out. That's the reason.
Ah, all right. Makes sense then.
All right, here we go. It's going to be Ortiz and Aiden Donahue on the front row. So Carlos Ortiz has looked very solid all race long. Or should actually even say all weekend long. So the drivers that are getting repairs right now, they're going to try to repair their cars as much as possible and then try to get back on the lead lap with some good timed cautions.
Only about 6 or 7 cautions with Xfinity last night, so we made it farther than we did at Xfinity, so hopefully we'll live up to the standards as space car goes in.
All right, here we go. Carlos Ortiz, Aiden Donahue on the front row as we are back underway in Vegas. 19 laps in. Ortiz a good start on the inside with help from Ashton Miller. The outside did not get a good start, it looks like, with Matt Grab. And Carlos Ortiz will lead down into turn number 1. Miller still all over his back bumper. Here comes Miller, though. Maybe for the lead as Ortiz blocks high. Donahue there as well. Matthew White trying to get in line. They head down the backstretch. Some other cars that pitted. Your leaders are Herring and Rickard from before, starting to maybe cut their way through the field as Ortiz on the outside now, side by side for second place. Here is Ashton Miller and Aiden Donahue. Where will Matthew White go, who stayed out? Miller on the inside. Look at Redford all the way from the top, nearly in the wall of it. And Miller will grab P2. They head down the back. Oh, car loose.
Oh.
Landon Johnson, he saves it. So Ortiz now ripping the outside lane. He leads. There's Herring all over the back bumper of Matthew White. Down to the inside he goes. So Herring took fuel only. Under that caution, they're 3 wide behind here, so they got to be careful. 21 laps into Las Vegas. Matt Grab moving up the track. He was one of those drivers that stayed out and now kind of getting eaten alive here by the cars that pitted. They head down the backstretch. Matthew White still racing door to door with Jordan Herring. Donnie up there as well. Hathorn also coming moving with a run. As they move 3 wide, maybe even 4 wide for a second there. Down to the inside of White, who falls up the racetrack there in the 7.
Yeah, Matthew White's car is not liking what he's seeing right now.
Oh! He saves it. Wow, what a save for Wyatt Youngblood. That was incredible. As he tries to get that thing back up to speed here.
Incredible he didn't wreck anyone. Oh, here we go.
Oh, 3 wide. Herring on the bottom. And looks like Donahue backs out. Hathorn does not, and Hathorn will grab 3rd from that. As Herring goes in the 4th place, here comes Redford around Matthew White. Now, Hathorn to the outside of his teammate Ashton Miller for 2nd. Hathorn, your first car that pitted, starting to come back through the field. Hunsiker's still on pit road, so is Lewis. They're going to have to be on pit road for a while here. A bunch of cars were on pit road there. Butler actually, I think, had a connection issue. Now he's being scored out of the race.
He disconnected.
He was saying he
dropped out.
Yeah. He was telling me he had connection issues before. Now, unfortunately, going to have to try to get back into this thing. But he's going to be multiple laps down. Here we go for the lead. Carlos Ortiz on the lead right now, but he's got Steven 7 Hathorn on the outside and now cutting down low. So they head down the backstretch. So that whole wreck and everything put a lot of cars back on pit road and whatever. So we will have cars multiple laps down. Oh, Ortiz! Oh my God, what was that? And we don't have a call. Oh God! Oh,
Caution.
No yellow, apparently. We keep it green. Somehow. Oh, he's up the racetrack big time. He's in the wall. So Ortiz just lost it there, and Donahue also involved. But we keep it green.
I would throw the caution, but I kept it straight.
All right, so what happened now? Herring will now lead. You got Dylan Banks in a second. Ortiz is fourth, so they head down the front stretch yet again. As Hunsaker comes off the racetrack, onto the racetrack, and down. There's Banks in the bottom. Now you see Ashton Miller going to his outside as they go side by side down the backstretch. Now, what a save, though, for Ortiz. They all technically saved it as Miller grabs second, but fortunately, big damage for the 18. He lost his front bumper.
All three manufacturers are in the top three right now.
Yes, they are. Ford leading, Toyota second, Chevrolet third. They head down the front stretch. 27 laps into Las Vegas. The 79 is looking like he's sliding around a bit as Dylan Banks goes in the third. Oh. Herring as well, slipping and sliding. Matthew White has fallen to 12. And that number 7. Yeah, Miller is looking very loose here. And Herring is looking good, but 3 wide here. Wyatt Youngblood on the bottom. Redford there through the middle as well. Youngblood the 5th. How about Hamill now running in the top 10?
Becomes Cole Wilson.
Wilson, I think, is about 20 laps down as Pace Lindsay comes back onto the track.
I meant Lindsay.
Oh.
Wilson reconnected. He keeps disconnecting somehow.
If you look at the battle back here, Tyler Payne in the middle 0. They're on the outside of Logan Giesbrett. So it's been an interesting race so far as Jordan Herring leads in Las Vegas. And there's Donahue in the 24. That thing doesn't look like he's riding the best, but he's going to have to try to wait for the next caution flag. As Youngblood goes to the outside of Carlos Ortiz, he is really coming to the field. He grabs 4th.
We do want to reiterate, wow, word tongue, Jesus. We do want to point out that the 97 of Herring pitted, so that probably makes sense why he's in the lead right now.
The thing is, he did not take tires, so that's the big thing.
Oh, he didn't?
Hamill now, Hamill now moves into the top 5. That's a great move for the 51. He's all of a sudden really quick as Tyler Payne down to the inside of Carlos Ortiz. Oh, the 47 of Redford in the wall. Oh, nearly wrecking. He saves it down the backstretch. That was impressive for the 47 of Redford, who was leading earlier, but unfortunately for him, lost all those positions on pit road with a kind of a bad pit stop and then just couldn't get his way back. And he's now...
It was Wyatt Youngblood.
Yeah, he's on the back bumper of Ashton Miller. He got around Banks. Wyatt Youngblood with a charge here. Down to the inside of Miller, maybe. He gets there, side by side with the 79. Herring up the track. Oh, Herring there. I think Youngblood took tires, and so did Hamill and all these other cars that are charging behind him. So, got a bunch of different strategies going on right now. Some drivers took fuel only, some drivers even stayed out, and some even took tires. But
yeah, he definitely took tires. He's going really through the field.
Yeah, but if you took tires, that's only going to leave you with 3 sets, only 32 laps in Las Vegas, as now Youngblood goes down to the inside of Jordan Herring. For the lead in Las Vegas, Wyatt Youngblood on the bottom. Still side by side as they head down the backstretch. Youngblood on the inside is carrying up the track a bit.
Oh, a little bit loose for him.
And not clear yet. Herring still on that outside, barely. Can Youngblood clear him? Oh. Yes, he will. Barely as Herring goes back to the inside. There's Dylan Banks as well, racing with Ashton Miller. But I think Youngblood now going to get the lead as they get loose off corner exit. It's getting very insane here in Las Vegas. Wyatt Youngblood now leads in Vegas. Herring is also starting to look like he's slipping and sliding. Oh, Ashton Miller. Oh, Tyler Payne gets loose. So these cars in the longer runs are getting very sideways, it looks like. Hamill to the outside of Ashton Miller. Banks now gets back to 3rd. You can see Banks now on the inside of Jordan Herring. There's Hamill in the 51 coming up the run of Ashton Miller. Hamill pulls outside. Herring and Banks go door to door, and looks like Banks grabs second. I believe Banks did take tires. Not mistaken. Oh! That's close. They once again head up the racetrack.
Yeah, I think the cars are coming through the track now and took tires.
Yeah, they are. I think Giesbrecht as well took tires. So did Tyler Payne. So, interesting strategies going on right now. As Giesbrecht loose. More cars slipping and sliding as Miller falls all the way back to now to looks like 7th. To the outside, nearly of Jordan Herring, and he's gonna try to pull it down back inside. So it's a 1-second lead for Wyatt Youngblood as battle for third rages on. Hamill down to the inside of Jordan Herring. Got Tyler Payne up the track. Logan Giesbrecht there. Oh, Miller! He is dirt tracking on the bottom. Still side by side there with Tyler Payne as Hamill is nearly clear of Ashton. Now he is clear of Jordan Herring, I should say. Goes back to the top, though, as he's going to try to take that line away from Herring. He will, and will be in the third. Thanks for on second. Wyatt Youngblood leads. These cars are really loose here on the longer runs, especially if you didn't take tires. So they're all trying to rip the high line. It's getting really fun here in Las Vegas, looks like.
Want to make sure you don't use up all your tires.
Yeah. So if you took fresh tires, you're going to be flying through the field, as we've seen. As the 51 of Hamill moves up the track to try to get some clean air on the nose. He tries to catch down Dylan Banks, as we got a battle here between Logan Giesbrecht and Jordan Herring. Oh! That was close. Somehow they saved this. So we've seen a lot of drivers up front that we usually don't see running up front, just because the fresh tires, as we got 3 wide down the front straightaway, splitting Jordan Herring as Tyler Payne gets 2 for 1. He moves up to 4th. What a race going on here. My goodness. Herring, up the track once more. 3 wide again. Down the backstretch, Miller finds his place in line. Here's Giesbrecht on the outside of the 80. Herring side by side with the 80 of Giesbrecht, so this race really flopped to that early yellow flag as Matthew White is back in the 8th place. Would he be charging, but it's a 1.7 second lead for Wyatt Youngblood as they're still side by side here between Giesbrecht and Herring. Oh, more contact. Oh, in the wall. My iRacing is lagging, but it's back. 3 wide yet again. Oh, this could not. Oh! Herring saves it again. Gosh, they're getting loose. Now they're still side by side, Ashton Miller and Jordan Herring. Battle for 6th. Miller on the inside of the 79. 97, I should say. 79 of that is Ashton Miller. And Matthew White may be closing up to this battle as they just continue to rage on as Miller slots back into 7th. And Herring is 6th. Back on the inside he goes, though. Still going to battle. And Miller is clear for P6. We got White starting to catch up as well. More drivers behind him. There's Lucas Lewis, runs 9th. Matt Grab in the top 10. And Carlos Ortiz in 11th. Hamill now running in 3rd place. You got Dylan Banks in 2nd, but your leader, Wyatt Youngblood. 42 laps into Las Vegas.
Oh, Payne is getting loose again.
He's saving it, though, in the 0-0. Here we go. Battle once again between Herring and Miller. Back to the inside. Goes the 97. Oh, contact. I think I'm saying, oh, every 5 minutes. Or 5 seconds. Maybe a slide job here on Herring. Not for long. Miller back to the outside. Matthew White also trying to catch up. Giesbrecht now battling with Tyler Payne in the 0-0. And Miller will get clear. There is the battle between the 80 and the 0-0. Tyler Payne, Logan Giesbrecht. Matthew White on the bottom, the 7. Miller runs 6th. Herring runs 7th. White runs 8th. 2.2 second lead for Wyatt Youngblood here in Vegas. Herring back down to the inside, though. Still not giving up. on the 79 of Ashton Miller. Once again, side by side, bit of a quarter panel bobble. Here comes Matthew White, 3 wide on the bottom. Oh, Herring loose. Oh, he's up the track. In the 97. Oh, he hooks Matthew White. White spins, caution. Is out, and White through the middle. Everybody. Oh, he gets slammed right at the end by Lucas Lewis, and Redford through the grass. My goodness. No.
Aaron was being an absolute imbecile. He was racing like an absolute asshole, dude.
And that brings out caution number 2 as Lindsay tries to get a lap back, so we have cars get the lap back. But yeah, Matthew White just got slammed there right at the end. Oh. And Lucas Lewis, I guess, did not see him?
He's done. He's done.
Who is? Lewis?
Lucas Lewis, yeah.
Wow.
He's gone.
Well, that changes everything.
Not really.
I mean, we're going to see what happens in pit stops.
Yeah, I don't think those 2 people who got into the wreck are really happy.
All right. Yeah, Lewis, I'm not really sure. It was a long time from when he was stopped. For some reason, he just slammed straight into Matthew White there. Gotta see what happened there when we get done with these pit stops.
Well, see, now the question is, do you want to waste another tire set now? And it looks like they might.
Yeah,
they will.
Down pit road, will anybody stay? Logan Giesbrecht going to be staying out here. It looks like he will. His teammate Eli Tomlin does as well, but most of the field going to be pitting. And everybody else does pit that's on the lead lap. All right, Wyatt Youngblood, that first driver on pit road. I know he was definitely hoping for this stage to go green to the end because he had about 20 to go, and he would have gotten a stage win if he was able to keep it clean, and he was really pulling away from the other leaders, I should say.
Oh.
You only for Aiden Donahue and Matthew White, it looks like. Or White was just pulling in his pit stall. Oh, Donahue misses his pit stall. I'm sorry, they were just pulling on. Got that one messed up as here comes Banks and Hamill off pit road. I think they took tires. White, Youngblood loses some spots as they fan out back here. Here comes Ethan McMillan, Landon Fish, and more. Off pit road there is the 60 of Landon Johnson, the 47 of Brandon Redford. So it's going to be no point scoring, most likely, for Lucas Lewis in this race, fortunately for him. He's in the top 10 doing a decent job. As Redford, or sorry, I should say Hunsicker, Lindsay, Lewis, as well as Wilson, Hathorne as well. They're all going to be trying to get their laps back. They try to get back in the top 20 and battle for this one at the end. So they should have a chance to do that because their cars are repaired. All right. Lap 47, second caution of the night is out. It's going to be Giesbrecht Racing Management on the front row with Logan Giesbrecht and Eli Tomlin. There's the lap cars going around the outside. Yeah, but Matthew White, you gotta wonder how much damage he got from that. There he is in the 7. You can see the right side of that thing looks kind of pushed in, but he comes off pit road, so maybe a bit of suspension damage, you never know. Alright. So it's the second caution of the night. We should be restarting with about 50 laps in, which is under 20 laps to go to the halfway break. So first car and fresh tires is going to be Dylan Banks. And Hamill on his outside. They got Wyatt Youngblood, who lost spots on pit road. Oh, there's Lindsay around the outside.
Not clearing the top for some reason.
They're not what?
They're not clearing the top for some reason.
Oh. For the lap cars, I'm assuming.
Yep. They're being idiots right now.
Alright, so there's Hamill going to be in 4th for this restart. And then Youngblood, your leader from before, back to 5th. There is the 53 of Matt Grab running in 6th. Ashton Miller. So let's get an angle real quick if we can from Matthew White in the 7. There he is. So tell me, Ashton, when they're about to go green, because we just got to get more angle real quick of the caution we did not show you guys. Alright. White was in the bottom. Got Herring there. Up the racetrack goes the 97. He hooks Matthew White. Herring does spin as well, but he doesn't get any damage. And here comes Lucas Lewis on by. Oh, he just, slid at the bottom. Couldn't do anything, I don't think, there. And slams into the 7 to bring out our second yellow of the night. Alright, so we got 1 to go till we restart here in Las Vegas. He's got racing management on the front row, but they are on older tires, so see if the roads behind them can get a better restart. It'll be 50 laps into Las Vegas once we go back green. That'll be 18 laps to go in the stage, so the halfway break, I should say. As the lap cars catch back up, everybody does. There's Lindsay going to try to grab another lap here, going to go 5 laps down, and Wilson as well. So with more cautions, they would be on the lead lap, unless they get damaged. They all try to get around the outside.
Alright, here we go.
He's Brett and Tomlin. Teammates in the front row. Will they fall in line? I don't know if you can really do that here in Vegas, for how this race has been going. So it's going to be the 80 and the 90 here on the front row for the restart, with 18 laps to go till the halfway break. Stage point's going to be on the line pretty soon as they come back through the Geico restart zone. Youngblood, very loose restart there as everybody's still sliding around behind him. Very interesting restart behind. As there goes Banks in the bottom, maybe 3 wide with Giesbrecht. Here he goes. Dylan Banks goes low, and he will easily clear for the lead on those fresh tires. There's Giesbrecht and Tomlin way up the racetrack on the old tires. Everybody else trying to get down the backstretch. They will all fall in line. And yeah, the 90 and the 80 are going to be falling back, but trying to just save a set for later in the race. And they fall all the way already back to 7th and 9th. Here comes Mac Rabb down to the inside of Hamill. So a great restart for Banks, who was just able to cruise on by of your leaders. He went 3 wide to the bottom and immediately got to the lead as Hamill racing still side by side with the 53 of Mac Rabb, and he gets clear. And we're getting dicey back here. There's Jordan Herring on the bottom, 3 wide, again on Matthew White. Last time they did this, it didn't go so well! And it's not going well again! Oh, they saved it, somehow. That was very close, though. 3 wide back here as well.
Matthew White isn't happy.
No, I would expect him not to be so happy with the number 97 of Herring. And as well as Redford Motorsports, because Lucas Lewis was the one that hit him and gave him a lot of damage. Alright, so it's about a half-second lead for Banks. Hamill now trying to chase him down, so the field is really all split up here from what we usually see because of all this pit strategy.
And also the restart.
Yeah. The drivers falling back through the field. So Hamill runs second. Yep. We got Mac Rabb in third. 3 wide here. Landon Fish in the bottom of Redford. Maybe even 4 wide. Youngblood tries it. As there goes Tyler Payne up the racetrack. Big loser on that. And Youngblood on the bottom runs 7th right now, side by side with his affiliated teammate Tyler Payne. There's the 00.
Tyler almost gets into the wall.
Yeah, the 72. Fish down on the bottom. Yeah, Dylan Banks leading his first ever NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series laps tonight. In his first full-time year. Hamill grabbed drivers behind him. Can't really seem to do anything right now. There's the 00 of Payne.
Ooh, getting a little bit loose again up there.
Here comes Landon Fish, though, all the way to 3rd already. Now to the outside he goes. As the field is really bunched up now for a second on back. As there goes Redford in the 47, your leader from earlier. He is trying to come back through the field. He looks to have a fast race car, though. You got Mac Rabb running low. Dwight Youngblood side by side with Tyler Payne. Bit of contact, maybe. They head down the front stretch. Here comes Landon Fish to the outside of Hamill in the North 51. Landon Fish going for P2. He is now clear. And I think Hamill is kind of just holding them all up as he, moves up the track in front of the 47 of Brandon Redford. And Landon Fish going to be on the charge. The veteran of the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League on the charge now of the newcomer. Dylan Banks says Redford gonna grab P3 away, another veteran. Not quite yet, though. He is not quite clear. 51 back to the outside. Redford there is still on the bottom, and he grabs third place away. And Hamill now falls to fourth. Smack grab, and White Youngblood is now in P5, so he made up a couple of positions there. As he gets down to the inside of Hamill yet again, with 10 laps, or 11, coming to 10 to go this time by. Until the halfway break, as they're way up the track, the 51 is. We'll be fanning out here down the front straightaway. And Miller, they're getting very tight. Oh, Matt grab. White Youngblood a bit loose. Everybody, oh, Hamill down to the inside. I think the 82 is a lap car. Yes, he is. I didn't see him at first. Somehow he just spawns in the middle of the track. Basically, that's what it looked like. As he is up. Oh, in the wall. Matt grab. Oh, contact down the front straightaway. They're 3 wide. They're nearly 4 wide. They are 4 wide. Someone's got to back out. Getting very dicey. Look at this.
Oh,
Herring up the track. Donnie, who also comes with Matthew White, looks like he's trying. Hunsicker, lap car on the outside. He's gonna let these leaders, try to let these leaders go. This might be dangerous for the 77 to be up here. He gets by though. Let's let them by. White Youngblood there. Carlos Ortiz through the middle of Ashton Miller and Donahue. It's really getting dicey once more here in Las Vegas. Nobody is giving. What a race here from about 5th on back. 3 wide, maybe again. There goes Herring on the bottom. Everybody's trying to get these stage points. Oh, the 45 saves it. What a great save for Wyatt Youngblood. McMillan down to his inside now. Herring on the bottom. Tries to get clear of the 70. He will. Tyler Payne runs low. Hamill, I think, is the one that's just kind of slowing them up. As Landon Fish is starting to eat away into the lead of Dylan Banks. About 7 laps to go till the halfway break. So remember, pits will close with 2 to go. As McMillan up the racetrack. Oh, and they're wrecking. Into the wall hard. And that's going to be a yellow. Third caution of the night is out. Well, Ashton Miller has some damage there, as you can see, but Ethan McMillan, I think, got the worst of it. Caution comes out. About 6 laps to go to the halfway break, so this will not be the halfway break. Just, again, it's like the 3rd race in a row where we have to have an extra caution for no reason due to the halfway break when there's a caution right before it. So, yeah, 3 wide, and then, yeah, McMillan just hooked him in the... Oh, part of the wall gives McMillan there. I think Miller got the wall, but it doesn't look that bad, so how is it, Ashton? Is it bad?
I don't know. Only for I noticed that they're racing too damn aggressive for some no damn reason, so...
I mean, fair, we were coming to the end of the stage with under 10 to go. So.
Well, we still had like 5 laps left, so they shouldn't have been racing that aggressive.
Well, yeah, but...
Also, most of them are like part-time. I don't think most of them are even running for points.
They are. The only one in
they are?
Only one in the top 10 not running for points is Banks. Or actually, no, no, I'm sorry. Banks is actually full-time. I got that one wrong. The only driver right now in the field, all the top 20 are running for points, I think. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. Alright, nobody looking to pit here, I don't think. At least the ones that weren't involved in an accident. So here comes Matt Grab down pit road. Ashton Miller maybe as well. Landon Johnson. And some of the other drivers that were involved. Alright, so this is going to be probably a shootout to the end. This will be our final attempt to end the stage. Alright, here they come down pit road. Ethan McMillan with the worst of the damage. He has got no front end on that thing. Here comes Landon Johnson off pit road. So it's been an interesting race so far. It's been very fun, though, with the racing product. 64 laps into Vegas. We're going to come up with another caution pretty soon at the halfway break, though. So just like Xfinity last night, it's going to be about 3 laps to go to the halfway break when we restart, of course. All right, so here is McMillan. Ashton Miller still on pit road. Here's more drivers trying to get the laps back. Sooner than later, well, Hunsaker could be even on the lead lap by the end of this caution. Lindsay could be on the lead lap by the end of at the halfway break, I should say. Lewis could be close by the halfway break, so they could get themselves back on the lead lap here pretty soon. All right, so Landon Fish, look, I thought he was coming, but he's just gonna fake. And most of your leaders in the top 10 at least didn't pit, I should say. There's Pace and Lindsay around the outside, so it's been kind of a chaotic but not chaotic race at the same time, but it's probably just Carson now it's about to get chaotic.
I can't tell how bad my damage is, so I'm gonna hope it's not that bad.
Ashton, it doesn't look bad. The front end is bent in a bit. The back end is as well, but overall it doesn't look terrible.
Anyone still on pits?
Millen and Joseph Lewis.
All right.
All right, so this is probably going to be a one-lap shootout to the stage then.
It will.
All right, so this could get interesting. What are we going to see on this restart? One lap to decide the stage here in Las Vegas. So it's Dylan Banks out front, where he took the lead on fresh tires. Can he hold off Landon Fish, Redford Payne, some other drivers coming behind him as well? So Hunsaker a lap right now, he probably would get himself back on the lead lap, I would assume, if he stays out here. Another lap. There's McMillan still on pit road. There's Pace and Lindsay back down pit road, so. Unfortunate for McMillan, he was in a position to grab a couple of stage points there. As we're coming to one to go until we go green. It'll be a one-lap shootout until the halfway break. This could get crazy. We see Redford trying to make it 3 wide on Banks and Landon Fish. You know, he would like some stage points. Coming into this race for the 47 of Brandon Redford, he right now is only 3 points above the cut line. So he's going to need to grab some stage points here. That final playoff spot. All right. So Youngblood and McMillan still on pit road. Here's more drivers in laps back. There is Wyatt Youngblood. That car looks okay. See if he pulls off here. There he goes. McMillan may have to just sit for a bit and probably not going to score any stage points here, which is unfortunate for Ethan McMillan. All right. Here we go. For the restart, Braden Hunsaker update here is back on the lead lap. So better to get torn up early, I guess. You obviously don't want to be torn up whatsoever, but better early for Hunsaker.
Oh, he's not back on. Oh, he is back in lead lap. Nice.
All right, it'll be a one-lap shootout for the stage in Las Vegas. Who's gonna get it? It's gonna be Banks and Fish on the front row. Great restart for the 88 and the 47. The 90 of Tomlin didn't get a good start. One car through the grass of it. Believe that is Ortiz, as Banks a really good start. They're nearly 3 wide behind him as they had Donahue tries to push down low. You Redford trying to chase down Banks, but he got such a good. Everybody saves
a little
it.
bit loose.
Down the back stretch to go. Fish all over the back bumper of the 47. Now he's going to get Tyler Payne down to his inside. Final time through 3 and 4 on the stage. Up to the outside they go. Everybody trying to get stage points, but for the first time in his careers, Redford washes up the racetrack. It's going to be Dylan Banks for the green-white checker flag. He wins the stage in Las Vegas. They're 4 wide across the line. We're thinking about 5th as they come across, and the yellow flag will be out. The halfway break. All right.
I don't even know how I got stage 1 out of that. Holy.
And yeah, so Banks gets 10 stage points and a playoff point. Able to hang on to the lead on that restart. And yeah, Miller grabs somehow 1 stage point. Like you said, you were just involved in that crash. So
wait, no, 2, right?
Yeah, 2 actually. Yeah. White gets
somehow
stage.
was. I think the FedEx game was giving me bad luck.
All right, so we're gonna have Lucas Lewis here for an interview real quick. And after he gets taken out early here in Las Vegas. So Lucas Lewis, it's an early exit here in Las Vegas. We saw you got caught up in, I think, that lap 30 or so incident. So what happened there between you and Matthew White is you tried to get the car slowed down, but unfortunately couldn't, and you slammed into the door of the 7.
I was being dumb. I was trying to beat the 21, and then, yeah. But also, 21 takes out the 18, and then almost took me on the backstretch, so I don't know.
So, do you think your luck's going to be able to turn around here coming up in Sonoma next week?
I'm stuck at road courses, so probably not. But I hope so. I feel like we've had top 10 cars the entire season of 2 races, but try next time down at Sonoma. Hopefully I can get a good finish there.
All right, well, sorry about your early exit. Coming up next week in Sonoma for the Cup race there.
All right, thank you.
All right, cars down pit road for the halfway break stage, pit stops, I should say. There goes Dylan Banks first on pit road. Everybody else going to file in behind him. You got the 47 of Redford, who finished second in the stage, grabbed really solid stage points after he entered only +1 to the cut line. Logan Giesbrecht going to be off pit road first. Maybe only 2 tires there, I think. And here comes Banks and Redford, as they all kind of get even here off pit road. It doesn't look like anything really changed around that much, for the most part. But Eli Tomlin says that. And now it's going to be, once again, Giesbrecht Racing Management front row here in Las Vegas.
I don't know what happened. Apparently, Brandon Hunsaker's out. Can you check? Oh, no, he's back now.
Oh, okay. Not really sure where he
Don't
is.
know that. He, like, left for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh. Was it dropping connection?
No, he literally left.
Oh. Alright, so under the yellow here in Vegas, there's the 45 of Youngblood trying to get some last-minute repairs. So is Ethan McMillan. There is the 79 of Ashton Miller on pit road, the 99 of Payson Lindsay. And there's Joseph Lewis 3 laps down at the moment. And here comes the field on by. So over halfway in Las Vegas, Eli Tomlin has the lead at the moment. So this could be an interesting restart here. So, update at the front. Tomlin didn't pit there, so he stays out. Giesbrecht did pit, but I think only took 2 tires. First car on 4 tires is Banks. There comes Ashton Miller off pit road. All right. So under caution here in Las Vegas for the halfway break is Youngblood going to get his lap back. Everybody else trying to cycle off pit road. We got a weird-looking scoring monitor down there as people try to pit here. We got some last-minute repairs. There's Hunsaker. I believe he's now back a lap down for some reason. Oh, he now retired again. Okay. Not really sure what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Overall, just bad race for Braden Hunt. What he wanted tonight. 1 to go this time by.
Yeah, another car coming off pit road. It's Jordan Herring.
So Herring a late stop then. There he is in the 90, or there he is in the 97. All right, 97 on pit road. And we got 1 to go till we restart. Hamill back on the racetrack. Lindsay there back on the lead lap. Herring will be back on the track here in a moment.
My only worry, I think, is I might have engine damage. I don't know, though. I'm going to have to hope I don't.
But you were able to keep up there at the end. So, might be a good sign.
Hopefully. And you probably just jinxed me again for the 15th time.
Oh, Ashton Miller's going to crash and not win this race. All right, here we go. Eli Tomlin on the front row. Logan Giesbrecht, teammates here. So some strategy here on the front row. Row 2 is Dylan Banks and Brandon Redford. So here we go. 73 laps in the Las Vegas. Over halfway. First, the Season 3 race in Vegas. Just had the crazy halfway break there for the stage, and now the pace car going to be back down pit road for this restart. Can Banks get a good jump on these two? He did before. Back underway. Not as good of a jump before for the 88, but now he's there on the back bumper of the 90 of Tomlin as they head down the front stretch. Banks pushes Tomlin clear. You got Giesbrecht on the outside. Landon Fish falling in line. 88 down low. And Giesbrecht, 3 wide, stuck on the outside here as they head down the backstretch. Tomlin leads. Banks moves to the outside. Help from Landon Fish. Dylan Banks up the track a bit. Landon Fish, though, as well. He's in the wall. Oh! Saving it is Redford. And here comes Banks and the 7 of Matthew White. They try to get it all sorted out behind him. Banks goes back to the lead. Matthew White falling in line behind him. And here comes Landon Johnson now to 4th as White goes to the outside of this 88. They head down the backstretch. Matthew White looking for the lead. Tomlin runs 3rd. Johnson 4th. Redford in 5th. Oh! Tomlin in the wall a bit. Johnson and the 90 of Tomlin side by side. Jordan Herring on the bottom as well. Got Landon Fish on the outside as they kind of get squeezed up back there. Everybody's trying to get positions back. I feel like that first caution flag we got in this race kind of really changed the complexion of this entire thing.
Yeah, because look out Hunsticker, who's now back on track.
Oh, that's a big block from Landon Johnson. Herring down to the inside. I think that was a very big block, though, for the 60. The biggest one we've seen pretty much all day is now Matthew White starting to gate on Banks down the backstretch. The 88 blocks, breaks. Oh! Ooh. Saving it! Both these cars, somehow. My goodness. Now Redford coming on the run. Where's he going to go? Is he going to help his teammate? No, he's not. He's going to go 3 wide. Maybe even 4 wide. Tyler Payne on the back bumper of the 97 of Herring. More contact. Everybody's just trying to grab track position here. It is very important later in the race, but...
And we got a slow car.
That's Ethan McMillan. So keep it on the outside, I would assume. McMillan up the track a bit.
Ooh.
That kind of got close back there.
Yeah.
But it's Banks with a 0.2 of a second lead over Matthew White. Landon Johnson running 3rd. Redford really trying to make his way through the field. He looks like the fastest car in the field early on, just lost all that track position, but he's back to P4, and he's starting to charge on back. And he's down to the inside of Johnson. Ooh, Redford up the track a bit. Through 3 and 4.
Oh, almost something happened back there. Almost. They kept it green.
Got a bit loose. So nobody spun out, I don't believe, just yet. But now we're back on the bottom. And Herring all of the back bumper of his team. How about Landon Johnson around the outside for the lead in Las Vegas? Not just yet, though. Call that a little early, but he will get 2nd place away. Landon Johnson. What a run for him tonight. Oh, Matthew White.
Oh.
Saves it on the bottom. Herring moves up the track as well. So does Redford. Ortiz there, 3 wide with Herring. Now the 47 of Brandon Redford all over the back bumper of Landon Johnson. They're on the wall a bit back there.
This is probably one of the best runs that Johnson's had in a while, I think.
As they head down the backstretch, there's Ashton Miller, nearly 3 wide. You see them really getting dicey back here. Miller to the inside of Herring. Herring not giving him a whole lot of room in the bottom. They make more contact down. Oh, they're making door slamming each other down the front straightaway. But here we go. Johnson going for the lead. He goes outside of the 88. Here comes Landon Johnson. He's there. Landon Johnson going for the lead. Landon Johnson leads in Las Vegas. Banks trying to charge back to the inside. He will be there. What will Redford be doing here? They head side by side once more. Redford maybe going middle. Banks tries to get down to avoid the side draft. Johnson still on that outside. He gets loose. Now that allows Redford a second. Side by side down the backstretch yet again. And it's going to be Redford to P2. Johnson looking for a crossover. And this
Got a lap car.
Lap car is Braden Hunsaker, yeah. Oh! Ortiz. He's on the bottom now of Johnson. They all try to get out. They're really getting aggressive here up early. Up on the track. So now Brandon Redford to P2. He washes up the track there. But he may be coming with a run, trying to get around Dylan Banks. Brandon Redford, he looks like the best car early on in this race. Remember, lost all that track position. What's this lap car going to do? Hunsaker ahead of these drivers. See where he goes. Hunsaker is 2 laps down. Banks going to draft up to the 77. He'll move down to the inside. The issue with Redford is he's just kind of slipping up the track a bit. More than he wants to, I think, because he's going to try to get...
Almost wrecked in the back.
They got Dicey back there. Here comes Redford to the inside of Hunsaker for that lap car, and he will get around him. All right, that kind of compromised Redford's exit. Now he's going to be on the run. Doesn't have a big draft, though. They're nearly making contact. Ortiz and Payne back there.
I think they did.
I think Redford just cannot find any clean air, but he's gaining off the corner as they head down the backstretch. Redford on the bottom. He's up the track that time by. That's going to lose him a lot of time. Not what he wanted. There comes Landon Johnson back to the outside, all over the back of the 47. That's just lost these leaders, or the second place car, a lot of time. Brandon Rowe, he's back nearly into the bottom as Tyler Payne goes nearly 3 wide. He slips and slides around here, though.
He's been in the top 5 for a majority of the race. It's just, that car looks like it's not handling well at all.
It looks very loose, but that's sometimes very fast. But it's hard to drive, for sure. Oh, maybe a bit of contact with Carlos Ortiz, who's also had a pretty solid run in 5th.
I think there's 3 wide back there somewhere.
I think they got that all sorted out.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Maybe I should have been the lap car, Hunsaker.
Oh, there! Tyler Payne!
Oh, there he goes. Spins down the front straightaway. Caution is out. Oh, back up into traffic. And everybody looks like they're going to avoid. So it's the 5th caution of the night out. 88 laps into Las Vegas. Tyler Payne goes around. Let's take a look. Yeah, oh yeah, just lost it all by himself on the bottom. Then, oh yeah, at the end there, nowhere to go for the 79 of Ashton Miller. Gets him around, and oh, that was close. Back up in the traffic. That could have been bad. So we are under caution once again. The 4th caution for cause here, 88 laps in. Dylan Banks up front. So will we see cars coming down pit road? We will. Here they come. Will anybody stay out? That's the question. And Ashton Miller does stay out. More cars behind him. Tomlin and Giesbert once again stay out. Because why not?
I just don't feel that worn, honestly.
I mean, it wasn't
That's an understatement.
It wasn't that long ago the halfway break came out, and they were able to. Everyone was able to pit, but they're gonna. Drivers may be on their final pits. Oh, 47 to back it up a bit. So this could be a final pit stop.
But say some are on their final tire set, I'm pretty sure, because of that early caution they had when they pitted.
I'm thinking of Tyler Payne off pit road first. Landon Johnson may grab 2nd. Yes, he will. Redford now to 3rd. Ortiz 4th. I think one of the drivers that fires early was Giesbert, but he continues to, or I'm sorry, Tomlin, but he continues to stay out. They've kind of been on the strategy all day where they just stay out. and lead some laps. But it's Ashton Miller up front. Here in Las Vegas, coming to lap number 90.
Almost won last night.
Yeah. 46 laps to go from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This season's NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series race. Alright, so we come on to lap number 90 this time by. Here's Cole Wilson get another lap back. So Hunter down pit road here. I was gonna say we can go one to go, but I don't think we can just yet.
Not too. Yeah, no, we're gonna stay like this, I think. Oh boy, we're kind of close on fuel now. I didn't realize.
Stay out. We'll definitely stay out.
People who stayed out, you're good on fuel by about a lap. So, when another caution comes out, you could be in the good.
All right. See how it goes. 90 laps in to Las Vegas. And there goes Payson Lindsay back around the outside to get another lap back. He's right now on the lead lap, so he finally gets back there. After a tough fight through this race. And there goes McMillan around the outside.
I think Giesbrecht and Tomlin are on the strategy of saving tires to the end.
Yeah, we've seen those two, the teammates, do that all day. All right, so it'll be one to go this time by till we restart. We will restart on lap number 92 in this race.
The sun's starting to set.
Yeah, we could. I don't know if it'll be dark by the end of this thing. It'll be close, though.
The lights might just kick on before we finish.
Yeah, we saw full darkness for the most of the Xfinity race, but that was planned.
Also, if it does become dark, tires will be less of an issue because you'll be able to run more.
Yeah, we definitely. I mean, Giesbrecht and Tomlin definitely hope that the track does not get dark and they can save a set of tires to the end, but can't really stop that. The sun setting. One of these things that you know it's going to happen. You know the exact time it's going to happen as well. All right, here we go. It'll be lap number 92 in Las Vegas. For the restart. Pace car gonna pull back down pit road. Here we go from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We are back underway. Kind of an uneven start there for the outside, especially. As there's Redford gonna put Banks 3 wide in the middle. Landon Johnson there as well. They all fan out. 88. Oh, 4 wide. Nearly 5 wide. Oh, Banks gets turned. And they are not wrecking. They all saw Banks in the wall hard. No yellow. We stay green. But Banks slams the wall.
Running so good, and just one mistake ruined it. Unfortunate for the number 88.
Banks reset, so there's a 1 car incident, so we won't have a caution for that. If it's not on the way, we usually don't throw a yellow. But Ashton Miller leads Redford now to 2nd place here. And they're up the racetrack. Donahue slips up the track a bit. He's your pole sitter. Haven't seen him most of the day, though, as they head down the backstretch all over the back bumper of Carlos Ortiz. Now Redford to the outside, catching Ashton Miller.
He's there.
Donahue now trying to grab 3rd place away. Redford down to the inside. Not yet. He's on fresher tires than the 79. Oh, Miller up the track a bit. Redford maybe trying to pounce. He's there. Down to the inside. Miller blocking big time. Carlos Ortiz trying to get in here. Now Redford down to the inside of Ashton. Brandon Redford takes the lead back away here in Las Vegas as here comes Aiden Donahue on the bottom with Carlos Ortiz. They are both pushing each other, trying to get around Ashton Miller, and Ortiz now to second place. Donahue looking for third. But Brandon Redford leads in Las Vegas as Carlos Ortiz now has a run down the backstretch. He's there. Carlos Ortiz to the outside.
Because Dylan Banks has retired.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He was having such a good debut. He will be out of the race now, though. Redford able to block up high. Now Donahue gets the third place. The battle goes on here in Vegas. Now Ortiz goes back high on the 47 of Redford. Redford does not have a teammate like he had before when he was leading Jordan Herring behind him. But he's up front anyways as they head down the backstretch yet again. Carlos Ortiz just trying to get to the outside. Now he will. What's Ortiz going to be able to do through 3 and 4? They head down the front stretch yet again. Ortiz staying high right now. Trying to find some clean air on the nose, but he maybe washes up the track a bit. Not losing anything, doesn't look like. So they once again head down the backstretch.
Looks like the lights are on. It's just not really doing anything right now.
So, yeah, just sun is basically almost setting here in Vegas. Ortiz. Gonna have to try to find some clean air in the nose. He's got Donahue all over his rear bumper, and now Miller and Matthew White could be in a battle pretty soon. Here comes Donahue to the bottom of the racetrack with Carlos Ortiz up on the outside. Run, though, coming for the 21 of Ortiz. Here he comes. Oh! Big block, though. Swinging outside, though. Once more is the 21. Redford was able to hang on to it. It was honestly pretty surprising. The 21 was there. Here comes Donahue with a run. He's actually pushing Carlos Ortiz down the front stretch. Donahue now down inside. And Ortiz is there. Redford once again tries the block. Carlos Ortiz, though, on the outside. Can he do anything through turns 3 and 4? Coming to lap number 100 in Las Vegas. Ortiz to the inside of Redford. Now the 47 going to have to experiment on that outside lane. Can he hold him off? Side by side, look at Donahue. Watch him. They're door to door for the lead. Donahue working on the wall. Side by side, Ortiz and Redford. Off turn 4 they go yet again. 34 laps to go in Las Vegas. Donahue maybe making it 3 wide. He gets now going to push the 47. Nearly back clear. And he is back clear. Maybe he can get, yes he is. Off corner exit he goes. Redford now leads in Las Vegas once more. He takes it back away. Here comes Donahue to the outside. Carlos Ortiz still trying to battle with the 24. And Aiden Donahue going to grab second place. Now he will be on the charge with Brandon Redford. What's he going to be able to do? Donahue on the inside here. Stays in line with the 47, I should say. So they head down the backstretch. Run coming, though, for the 24. Matt Grab also coming up through the field. Now Donahue goes high. Once again, a big block for the 47 of Redford. Aiden Donahue, though, coming up. He is looking for his first win of the season. Redford has to try to block once again, but now Donahue squeezes to the outside. Ooh, watch Redford wash up the track. What's the 24 going to be able to do? He's going to go low. Redford takes the line away. Redford slides up the track once again. Off corner exit they go. Donahue coming with another run. He pulls high. Now Redford has to try to block up there. But Donahue is there. They're side by side. Aiden Donahue on the outside lane, door-to-door for the lead with Redford. 47's going to have to try to drive it in deep if he wants to keep this lead. They head through turns 3 and 4. Oh! Redford up the track, into the door, Donahue maybe. Donahue almost to the wall. Ortiz may be closing up. Matthew White, Matt Grab as well. Still side drafting each other. Redford dives in hard. And he's going to re-clear Aiden Donahue. Not yet, though. Donahue back on the outside. Doesn't look like Donahue's getting very tight. He's doing a nice job here in Vegas. Side by side, still for the lead. Redford up the racetrack to the side of the 24. He washes up the track, maybe a bit. There's still door-to-door. More contact. Redford sends it back in on the low side. Donahue back on the outside lane. Aiden Donahue leads in Las Vegas. And the 47 of Redford has to fall back to second place here. He's got to keep his head in the game. He can't give up just yet. One slip up by the 24, he could be back there. But Carlos Ortiz also coming through the field. He is third. Matthew White, how did he make his way back to fourth? Matt Grab as well, haven't seen him all day. And Tyler Payne runs in sixth now to the outside of Matt Grab. Redford back on the bumper of the 24, Donahue. Trying to find some clean air on that nose. Donahue slips up the track yet again. Oh, bit of a loose moment there. They still stay in line down the back straightaway. Ortiz now goes to the outside of Redford. He is on the top, maybe gaining some more time. Redford still, though, on the back bumper of the 24. Ortiz, once again, uses the outside lane. Trying to find something up there. He knows he's got to try something. Redford back to the inside of Donahue. Oh, they both washed up the track. This could allow Carlos Ortiz, who slides around, to come with another run. Ortiz on the inside, maybe. Tries to get there. White trying to make this a four-way battle for the lead. Redford back up the racetrack, though. He's gaining a bit on Donahue down the backstretch once more. He's to the inside! Donahue makes a big block! Here comes Brandon Redford, though. And Donahue holds him off. Now Ortiz to the bottom. Ortiz on the inside of Brandon Redford. Oh! That got close, side by side for second. And Redford back around that high line, nearly clear of the 21. But Ortiz still fighting back on that inside lane. Ooh, in the wall a bit. I think this is the 0-0, but oh, contact! Big contact through the front straightaway. That will allow Matthew White to close. Oh, they're really, what are they doing? Squeezing each other way up the racetrack. That's not going to go well for either of them as Matthew White gets around the 47 of Redford. White, oh, blocks him off. Redford trying to go down to the inside once more on Matthew White. He's there on the 7. They're side by side nearly. Oh, Matthew White gets sent up the racetrack a bit. Mac Rab also coming with a run. He's going to help the 7. And the 7 gets back here. Herring also coming back to the field as Matthew White gets sent up the racetrack once again by Redford. Oh, Herring loose. Everybody's trying to find a space in line. Look at Tyler Payne. Oh, contact. And Matt Graham on the bottom of Matthew White. Payne is loose. He saves it. Here comes Matt Grab. And he gets in front. Jordan Herring as well passes Matthew White. But it's about 9/10 of a second lead for Aiden Donahue with 21 to go in Las Vegas.
Caution could come out anytime, though, so... Especially considering how hard they're racing up there.
Matt
Some
Grab
drivers might need a caution.
Grab down to the inside here of Herring. They're 3 wide, splitting a lap car of Joseph Lewis. Side by side down the front stretch yet again. Aiden Donahue looking for his second career win in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. They're really catching the 21 of Ortiz, though, as they once again head up the racetrack. This just allowing Donahue to pull away out after all of this hard racing going up at the front of the field with 20 to go. Oh! Grab and Herring. Contact. Herring now up the racetrack. Here comes White. Back to the inside of the 97. Trying to reclaim that position for 4th. Herring, though, squeezing back on that outside. He will get around the 7 yet again. And they're catching up to the 21 of Carlos Ortiz. And a lap car Braden Hunsaker in the way. Now Ortiz really trying to rip that high line. The lap car could be in his position. Here comes Matt Grab. Oh, they're going to split 3 wide. Hunsaker Grab down to the inside, though, of Carlos Ortiz. Matt Grab going for it late in Las Vegas. Side by side with his teammate, Carlos Ortiz. Oh, loose. Jordan Herring. Now he allows Matthew White to the outside of him. Herring tries to send it back in, and Matt Grab is clear for second. Side-by-side battle between White and Herring is still raging on. Down the front stretch yet again, Tyler Payne also trying to get in this battle. White grabs 4th, Herring back to 5th. And can Matt Grab begin to run down your leader, Aiden Donahue? It's going to be a tall, tough task with just 17 to go, especially if they keep it green. Oh, in the wall. Tyler Payne a bit on the back straightaway. Now on the back bumper of the 97 of Jordan Herring. Herring is starting to struggle here. Same with Redford, who's back to 8th, and now Payne going to get around Herring. Oh, Landon Fish slides. They're all just getting sideways here with 16 to go. Late in the race, these cars are slipping and sliding around here in Vegas. But last lap by, Matt Grab was quicker than Aiden Donahue. He tries to chase him down. Herring battling with Payne. How about Tyler Payne up to P5 here in Las Vegas? Matthew White is really ripping the boards. He's in the wall. Oh, with a crash down the front straightaway, saves it. Oh, it was Braden Hunsaker on the wall. He will hang on to it, though. Payne and Herring still battling it. But 1.2 seconds, though, the gap between Donahue and Grab with 15 to go in Las Vegas. Catching him is one thing, passing him is another. Aiden Donahue started from pole, trying to hang on for his second career win, first of the year.
White Youngblood goes into the wall, keeps it straight.
That White Youngblood runs 11th moment. As here's Matthew White trying to hold off Tyler Payne down the backstretch once more. Payne is to his bumper, and Tyler Payne may be down to the inside of Matthew White. He's there. Gonna send him up the racetrack. They go side by side. Coming to 13 to go. And it's nearly just a second now between Donahue and Grab. Oh, it's getting intense in Las Vegas. Oh, Matthew White. Oh, Matthew White very loose. Herring on his bumper. White's in the wall hard. He's saying, oh, they reckon. And they save it! I believe Matthew White spins, no caution.
No. No caution.
He will save it for now. No yellow comes out. We keep it green. And Matthew White goes around. Your driver second in the points. All right, let's look up front. 0.8 of a second now between Grab and Donahue. Aiden Donahue really desperately wants to hang on, but Matt Grab is coming. McMillan in the way of that lap car. Trying to stay up high as possible. Gonna Probably, oh, he's going to really mess the exit up of the 53 of Matt Grab. 11 to go in Las Vegas. Matt Grab looking for his first career win. But Aiden Donahue leads at the moment. He's looking for his first win of the year. Not first career win, but it would be his second win after winning the Charlotte 600 last year. Grab on the bottom of the racetrack. Now, doesn't gain a whole lot this time by. But was it because that lap car was in the way, or was his car starting to go away? Maybe some dirty air as well. 10 to go. Will we make it back around to the finish green as well? Another thing to watch out for. Grab maybe trying a different line. Actually even slipping and sliding. Gains a bit. There's Carlos Ortiz. And how about Tyler Payne? He's running down Ortiz now for third. That's getting impressive, though, with Tyler Payne. I am impressed with his Las Vegas race tonight. Carlos Ortiz as well has had a very quick race car. So he runs in third place.
As of, looks like battles in the back is starting to heat up a little bit, but it's not that important right now.
About half a second, the gap between Donahue and Matt Grab, as here's Redford and Herring battling. Redford has actually gained some spots. Herring as well. They're 5th and 6th, so it'd be decent point stays if they would finish like that. Johnson on the inside is now Carlos Ortiz battling with, looks like, yes, Payne got around him.
Oh, someone's in the wall and turns
Ortiz. And caution is out. 8 to go in Las Vegas. The caution will fly. Carlos Ortiz in the wall. And that is unfortunate for Ortiz after having such a great day. Let's take a look at what happened here. This will change everything.
His wheel
that's
somehow disconnected.
That's what happened, man. That's awful luck. Poor Carlos Ortiz, man. Ah, yeah. There it goes.
He's had some of the worst luck, but
oh my God, Herring! That was so close. And Ortiz, yep, that's just gonna be done. Can get his wheel back. That is, oh my gosh, man, Carlos Ortiz. That is some very bad luck. But, yeah, 7 to go. We have our caution out after a long run. So Grab was catching Donahue after that, but this could be insane here. My goodness, 7 to go. Caution comes out. I was honestly looking forward to that battle between Donahue and Grab. That was going to be pretty fun, I would assume. I would have assumed, but caution is out. In Las Vegas, will anyone pit? That's the question.
I feel like you have to pit, honestly, now. Well, it depends.
Maybe some strategy. The lights are now on, Ashton.
Well,
it's under the darkness. Here we go. Payne will stay out.
Did they use all the tire sets? That's the question.
Payne may have, but he will now stay out. But everybody else coming down pit road. It's the money stop. Coming to 6 to go in Las Vegas. It'll be a very quick shootout to the end. You gotta be off pit road as best as possible. Here they come. Tyler Payne stays out on the racetrack. But all the other leaders are down pit road. Anybody will be willing to take 2 here. We'll see who comes off pit road first. For fresh Goodyears looks like for most of the field. Here comes Donahue off first, Redford off second, and Matt Grab losing multiple spots here. So not the optimal pit stop for Matt Grab, and he's going to be losing spots to Redford and some other drivers as well. I think I would assume he would pit, but Carlos Ortiz just stayed out. I guess his wheels working again. Could he stay out here? I'm pretty sure he's going to pit. I would assume he's going to pit here. He's pulling down to the inside on the bottom.
Oh.
So that thing looks pretty destroyed. The toe is really knocked out of that thing. So I think it would be a good idea for him to pit.
The field standing now, we would have 2 laps in the good.
Okay, so another overtime, unless they can save. That would be interesting. So we're going to see if Ortiz pits. And he will not, actually. Ortiz going to stay out. Wow.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
He stays out. Coming to 5 to go. This is going to be a shootout to the end. Oh, my goodness. Who's going to win in Las Vegas? So update here. Caution comes out with about 7 to go. After a long green flag run. So a lot of good action as there's Wilson getting a lap back. So if you didn't pit there, you got to try to save. And Ortiz does pit. I think. He's actually backing up here. There's Carlos Ortiz on the outside, so I'm pretty sure he's going to the back. Going to be probably pitting now. Can't stay out. Yeah, he found out.
This is going to be one hell of it. Everyone pitted behind Tyler Payne, so he's in it.
I mean, I respect the strategy. We'll see if it works. So I think we can go 1 to go this time, or not next time. I mean,
next time. We're going next time.
Yeah. I'm assuming this is 2 to go.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm still checking field. We're now 3 to go. 3 laps to go now for a field. In the good. In the good.
Oh, okay.
In the good.
I was gonna say. Like, uh-oh. So they cannot afford another overtime restart.
If they do, it's gonna have to be quickie yellow.
All right. So we're gonna come to 1 to go here. It's gonna be Tyler Payne and Aiden Donahue on the front row.
Who's looking for the first?
So
first career winning cup. I mean.
Tyler Payne is. You got winner, second, third. Jordan Herring is. So is Lindsay. Fish is a winner. Ashton.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're technically not. You won in Xfinity. Youngblood's looking for his first win. Tomlin Hamill. You got a bunch of your winners that are outside the top 15. We got like 5 of them or something like that. So, a bunch of your cup winners at least. So it's 1 to go. We will restart with 3 laps to go in Las Vegas. This could get intense.
Payson Lindsay's up here. He's been in the back. He went a lap down, and now he's up here.
It's 5th. That's what a story it could be if you can pull this win off. That'd be his first ever win in the Cup Series. All right, here we go. Will this be the final restart? Can Tyler Payne somehow hang on with these old tires? Tires won't matter as much because it's now under the dark, but we'll see.
Overtimes do matter now, though. So.
This won't be considered overtime technically. I don't think. No. All right, hold your breath. This is probably gonna be intense. Tyler Payne, Aiden Donahue on the front row for the restart in Vegas. Can the outside do something? Here they come. Pace car back down pit road. It's 3 laps to go in Las Vegas. Green flag back in the air. Good jump for Payne. Oh, he gets turned. Oh. And Redford crashes their wrecking big time. And, man, caution is out. That's not what we wanted to see whatsoever.
He did not go at all.
That was... Man, that would have been a good finish as well. That's a caution. Well...
And overtime.
Let's take a look. Yeah, he just... And then he blocked low on Redford. That was a bad block for the 0-0, I would say. And then Redford had to hook the teammate. And that's a big rack here. Matthew White just makes it through. Well...
I made it through somehow.
Caution's out. That was unfortunate.
Yeah. And... Green white checker is officially going to happen.
Alright, it'll be a first one of the night. So, this race could have been over if it went all green, but now we're going to have our 7th caution of the night. And our first overtime attempt in Las Vegas.
Were we really always going to go green, though?
It's Cup. Like would have, and then Ortiz, his wheel broke. That's something you don't see every day. So somehow Lindsay, it looked like his front end came off, but it reappeared. So that makes sense. Man, but that sucks for the drivers that right front caught up. And there's Redford. He's, oh gosh, that's heartbreaking for Brandon Redford.
He had a meatball flag, so.
Yeah. I feel like that could have been such a good finish as well. Oh, we'll try it again.
I might have a chance.
Don't say net yet, Ashton.
Wow, that was the most southern saying I've ever heard. Holy shit, dude. The way you said that, that was the most southern way you could say that.
Okay.
Jesus, man.
I can call this race in a southern accent if you want.
Hell nah, I'm good. Man, that would be weird.
I can sound like Dale Earnhardt Jr. Oh, it's really bad, but
I don't think the viewers want to hear that.
they definitely don't. All right, so update here on pit road. Cole Wilson is pitting. McMillan is back down pit road. He's pretty much short up. Here comes Herring. He is going to be on the lead lap for this restart, I believe. But yeah, just crazy how so quickly these how these races can change so quickly.
We're really cutting it close on fuel now. We are only 2 laps to the good right now.
But didn't everybody take fuel, or am I wrong with that?
Did everyone pit for?
Most people did. But
everyone, I think, did. Yes.
They have not taken any last fuel to try to make the cars lighter, you know, and then not to wait any on fuel. All right.
Fish was in the top 5 too. Yeah, he also has a chance.
All right, he's gonna be restarting the outside lane here.
And Youngblood too. He was leading earlier.
He is P6 right now. Earlier feels like a while ago, even though it wasn't.
What's you want to do? Picks to win real quick.
I'm gonna choose go easy. I'm gonna go safe here and choose Aiden Donahue because he's on that front row, which has been very preferred tonight. But we saw the front row not get a good restart in that last time, and then just got turned. So you never know. But we'll see.
You also, yeah.
You gonna pick yourself, Ashton?
No. I'm not gonna be that biased. I feel like Fish has a chance here. If that Toplin can get a good run, he has a chance.
But the issue is it hasn't been getting a good run whatsoever until that final restart. But it was last restart. But it was because Youngblood just spun the tires, or Payne spun the tires or something, and got spun around.
I think we only have enough fuel for one green-white checkered.
Well, we'll see if this is going to be the last one here in Vegas. So it's been an interesting race tonight. We've had it. I feel like we haven't had any, like, until now, obviously, short green flag runs. We've had very long green flag runs, and then a caution comes out, so.
Better than Phoenix.
Oh.
We don't talk about that.
I'll say, but not including these overtimes so far, this has been a very good race, especially when they were battling out there with under 30 to go. That was very fun to watch.
And this is going to be a battle for the win, I have a feeling.
Yep, it's not over yet. Donahue and Lindsay going to be on the front row. Ashton Miller and Landon
Eli
Fish.
Tomlin.
Yeah, he's been staying out all day on old tires. I think now finally got fresh tires in the car after saving it another set. I don't think you have to save that set, but still.
We have one extra set left. I don't think we needed to use it.
Yeah. We were getting tire concerns when there was an earlier yellow, but then we had very long green flag runs, and that wasn't a concern after that. All right, here we go from Las Vegas. This could settle it. We'll see. Aiden Donahue looking for his second career win. Lindsay Miller looking for their first. Fish also looking for another win. His second would be.
Where did he win at?
Daytona in Season 1 of this regular season finale.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Donahue, Lindsay on the front row. Donahue all the way swerving. Everybody is as well. Trying to make sure your car is going to be good to the end. Here they come. Overtime attempt number 1 from Las Vegas. Will the inside get another good jump? Back underway. Decent. Looks like good for Donahue. Hunsicker pulls out of line. Forgot he was on the lead lap. But yeah, he is. Hunsicker is on the lead lap as now Lindsay gets pushed to the outside. But a good restart for Aiden Donahue. Will that be bad, though? Will anybody able to draft up behind him? As they head down the backstretch once again, Tomlin may be going 3 wide. Now Miller tries to block outside with Lindsay. Someone's got to sort it out here. Tomlin and Lindsay up the racetrack. They're nearly 4 wide. Oh! But no, they almost wrecked, but now it's time to send them off. White flag in the air for Donahue. Final lap in Las Vegas. Fish to the inside of Miller. But it's Aiden Donahue up front at the moment. Landon Fish trying to clear himself on Miller as they head down the backstretch for the final time. Miller back to the inside, but it's a good lead for Aiden Donahue. Through throw! Fish is up the racetrack. He saves it. Off turn 4. It's the first win of the year for Aiden Donahue. Donahue wins Las Vegas. They come to the line, and they don't use, most of them don't crash, and Donahue's going to be doing his signature slide after winning. Aiden Donahue's second career win, first of the season after a pretty rough year of crashes, but he gets his first win anyways.
Damn, two top
Second
five
place.
finishes again.
That's going to be
Jesus,
pretty
man.
good points, though, Ashton, I would assume.
I don't think Fish is gonna be too happy with me.
All right, Aiden Donahue wins Las Vegas, his first win of the season. I'm gonna burn it down. What a finish in Las Vegas it was. Aiden Donahue wins the third race of the season at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're coming up to a road course next week in Sonoma, where he was very good in the Xfinity Series. It starts there. Donahue, his first win of the year happens at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And he's going to do a long front straightaway burnout, looks like. And Ashton Miller comes home second once again. Every single race this week, Ashton Miller was second. Or officially, I should say. We still got lobbies tomorrow, but Aiden Donahue, first win of the year at Las Vegas for the number 24.
I guess I'm just the king again in second place now. Go figure.
I mean, it's better than DNS, but,
Yeah, it's better. I'm just saying. Pointing it out.
yeah. Aiden Donahue gets the job done in Las Vegas. We'll have post-race interviews coming up from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. What a finish it was. We had 2 late race cautions there that came out after a very long green flag run.
Also, Trendler, I'm gonna hang out and interviews. I'll DM you if I want one.
All right. So yeah, post-race interviews coming up. Aiden Donahue actually started on the pole. That feels like so long ago. He fell back through the field most of this race, but then just came back at the end for the victory. So interview for post-race interviews coming up. Now with Aiden Donahue, your race winner. So Aiden Donahue, it's your first one of the year. What a finish that was there. So how did you hang on at the end there and claw your way back through the field after starting on pole through the race, but then falling back for most of it and then getting the win tonight for your first win of the year?
Well, so I had audio issues through the race. My headphones were dying, so we tried to switch and that didn't work. So we tried to just plug them in while I was racing. But anyway, I tried to save tires all race long. I didn't really know what I was doing, but every time a caution came out, I felt like it was getting better. Then we had that really long run, and I think I had like a crazy restart where I went from like 12th to 5th, and I think that's what won me the race. But man, holding off those guys at the end there, that was I knew that was gonna be tough, but happy we did it. It's me and my girlfriend's 2-year anniversary today, so I'm glad I can get her a win. Winning the 24 card nonetheless. I'm excited. We're gonna get this season going, man. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Teammates did all good tonight. It's awesome. I love it.
All right, so how much momentum do you think this big win tonight in Las Vegas is going to give you coming up to a road course next week where you were very good in the Xfinity Series?
Well, unfortunately, I'm not gonna make it. I'll be on vacation there, but after that, we'll see. Keep the momentum up. Just keep doing what we're doing. Phoenix, I felt like we had a great car, so we'll see how the rest of the year goes. But I'm excited. I'm so happy I won this thing, man. This is so cool. Winning the Cup car, dude. Full time. This is great. I love it.
Well, big congrats on the victory today. Your first of the year and second of your career. And we'll see you, I guess, in Miami in a couple of weeks for the Cup race there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So that was Aiden Donahue, your race winner tonight in Las Vegas. So coming up next, let's go through the fields here from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Ashton Miller ended up second place. We're going to be doing, I believe, Eli Tomlin, who came home with a top 5. So Eli Tomlin, interesting race for you guys tonight, but it'll end up in a very solid top 5 finish tonight in Las Vegas. So we saw you guys stay out there a couple of times with your teammate Logan Giesbrecht. So what was that strategy there trying to stay out, and how did you hang on for a top 5 here at the end?
The strategy was working out, or at least the hope was for it to work out really well. We needed a caution with about 30 to go and a caution with about 10 to go because me and Logan had banked up 2 sets of tires. So we ended up taking 1 set back with us, but I mean, strategy. Sometimes it plays to your favor, sometimes it doesn't.
So, with this top 5 tonight, do you think this is going to give you any momentum heading into the road course next week in Sonoma?
Well, I don't know how to turn right, so I mean, getting a top 5 is nice. Really, it's just whatever points I get from this one, I can cut those in half and pretend like they were for the 2 races. But nah, in all actuality, it's nice to get a good run, but Sonoma's not going to go our way.
All right, well, nice job on the top 5 tonight in Vegas, and we'll see you coming up next week for the Sonoma race in Cup.
Appreciate it, Ethan. You have a good night, man.
All right, coming up next is going to be Pace and Lindsay came home in P6. Pace and Lindsay, what a rebound for you guys from getting caught up in an early race accident to being multiple laps down, then getting all your laps back to coming up to P6. So how did you fight all the way back throughout this race to come home in 6th tonight?
Yeah, we had a really good car early there. I thought we were going to be at least a top 10 car. And I don't know what happened on that wreck, but after that wreck, it was just kind of riding around till like lap 100. And that long green flag run that we had, I'm not usually good at tire saving, but like 30 laps into the run, I was starting to make up a ton of spots. And when that caution came out, I wasn't thinking we were going to have a chance, but we had a shot at it at the end.
So 4 different racetracks to start off the Cup schedule: a super speedway, a short track, now a mile and a half, and then a road course coming up next week. So how are you guys feeling about your road course package, and what do you guys think you could do coming up next week in Sonoma?
Yeah, I think one of us on Team Chevy Motor Club is probably going to win it. I don't think it's going to be me. I'm not very good at Sonoma. I haven't turned very many laps there, but we'll give it a shot.
All right, well, nice job on the top 10 tonight and the great rebounds at the end of this race, and we'll see you coming up next week in Sonoma.
Thank you.
All right, so our next interview here from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway is going to be. Look down the order. Actually, going to be Cole Wilson, who somehow comes home with 12th tonight, or 10th tonight, I should say. So Cole Wilson, it's P10 tonight after being multiple laps down at the start of this race. So how did you rebound after getting all those laps back to come home with a very solid top 10 tonight in Las Vegas?
No, yeah, I got really lucky tonight for sure. I had some trouble loading in because when you advanced the qualifying session, I clicked go to track and it screwed everything up. So I had 0 force feedback, and I was 31 laps down, and I somehow drove back to 10th. So I'll take that for sure.
All right, so with a good rebound here, and then an early crash in Las Vegas for Xfinity last night. But how do you guys think you can do in the road course coming up next week in Sonoma for Xfinity?
I love road courses, so I'm looking forward to that one.
All right, well, congrats on the top 10 tonight and a big rebound in this race, and we'll see you coming up next week in Sonoma.
Yep, thank you.
Next up for post-race interviews here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway is going to be Logan Giesbrecht actually came home P8. So Logan Giesbrecht, it's a top 10 tonight in Las Vegas, P8. So we saw you and your teammate Eli Tomlin there on a strategy. So you're both going to come home with two top 10 finishes. So how did you guys work that strategy all day to come home with top 10s?
Well, really, the moral of the story was just to conserve. We knew we didn't have anything for Donahue. Everyone knows they don't have anything for Donahue if he has a good car. So it was just conserving all day and making sure we didn't wreck on the restarts that we stayed out to save tires. We actually had an extra set. I think Ashton Miller did too. It was just a matter of how the drivers around us were going to race there at the end, and they were very aggressive. And I kind of got shuffled back, had a bad final restart, and I think I could have been right up there with Eli. I would have been right up there with Eli if I didn't screw up the restart. So overall, just a great day. Eli's showing a lot of promise this season, and he's new and he's developing, and to have a finish like this is incredible.
All right, so how do you guys feel about your road course package coming up next week in Sonoma after a good finish here tonight in Vegas?
Well, it really depends on the road course. For me, we're not too sure how Eli's gonna do, but we'll see.
All right, well, let's show them the top 10 tonight. We'll see you coming up next week in Vegas, or Sonoma.
Thank you.
All right, so post-race interviews continuing in a minute. All right, so coming up next is all right, there we go. So coming up next is going to be Landon Fish. So Len Finch is P15 tonight in Las Vegas. So we saw you guys running inside the top 5 there in the final lap. So what happened to get you guys turned around there at the end?
Potter's blind as hell. That's it. Miller was to the inside the entire backstretch into turn 3, and Spotter said not a damn thing.
All right, so how are you guys feeling about your road course package coming up next week in Sonoma?
Well, so far, I really don't know what to think of it. I feel like it's going to be pretty loose, as the next gen usually is at road courses. So, I mean, we'll just have to see how the weather is on race day.
All right, well, nice job on the race tonight. Sorry to end in the finish you guys wanted to, and we'll see you next week in Sonoma.
And we'll just hire a new spotter.
All right. All right, we'll be right back in a minute. So Joseph Lutz is P14 for you guys tonight. So you guys got caught up in an early race incident here tonight in Vegas. So what happened to take you guys out of contention for the win?
It was just bad judgment on my part. 88, I saw him right in front of me hit the wall, and I was too busy looking in my mirror, and I turned left onto the apron, and I took out the 77. I apologize to him if he has any. He's upset about it. I don't blame him. Andy's race coming up. If he were to take me out, whatnot, I mean, I will accept it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's just bad judgment on my part, and I deserve it.
All right, so what do you guys think you can do coming up next week at a road course in Sonoma?
Sonoma ain't really my best, but guess I need to do a lot of training for that. Road courses, somewhat, but Sonoma's not really the best for me.
All right, well, we'll see.
But we'll see what we can do. Take a lot of practice.
All right, well, we'll see what you can do next week in Sonoma.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. So, Brandon Redford, you guys had such a good run tonight. You guys took the lead with about 30 to go. Then we had a late race caution that bunched the whole field up. Then you were starting on the second row. And then, fortunately, you got spun out with Tyler Payne. So, what happened there on that restart with 3 to go to get you guys out of this race?
Well, I was on the same strategy as the 24. I got fresh tires. The 00 stayed out, so he was on older tires. And I was thinking to myself, okay, if I'm starting behind him, if I get a good restart, I'm gonna send it to the inside, and hopefully I can keep it side by side with him going into turn 1 and clear him. But no, he just decides to pull a stupid block and wreck both of us out. So I'm excited for next week, and hopefully he's on the track next week.
So how do you guys think your speed has been so far this season? As you guys have kind of run up front for most of the year, so far 3 races in.
Yeah, Phoenix, it caught me off guard because we haven't had, at least I haven't had speed like that in a while. And then today, me and Jordan were leading laps in lap 4. That surprised me. So yeah, I think this is going to be hopefully a good season if it continues to go in this direction. I'm a bit disappointed about tonight because we had the speed to win, and we got involved in an incident that wasn't our fault, and it ruined our chance at a win. So, but yeah, no, we've been having good speed recently, and I'm hoping that it continues and we change what the past seasons did, and instead of being garbage the first half of the season, hopefully we are good throughout the entire season. So, but this has been a very different start of the season compared to the others, so hopefully it continues.
All right, well, good job on the run tonight. Sorry it ended early for you guys, and we'll see you next week coming up in Sonoma.
Yep, thank you.
All right, well, that'll do it. Sorry about that, but all right, well, yeah, well, that'll do it from here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So we hope you enjoyed. So coming up tomorrow night is NASCAR iRacing FedEx Lobbies week number 17. It's going to be only 2 races this week, but it's going to be trucks at Richmond starting up for that, and then we got Indy cars at Michigan for the main event. What a lobbies that's going to be tomorrow night coming up. So next week's schedule is Sonoma for Xfinity on Wednesday night, and then Sonoma for the Cup Series on Thursday night. So we're going to turn left and right next week at Sonoma Raceway. So once again, on behalf of all officials, team owners, drivers, everybody who supports this series and watches as well, thank you to all our fans. That'll our head out for tonight on race number 3 in Las Vegas. Congratulations to Aiden Donahue, first win of the season in Las Vegas. Good night. We'll see you in a NASCAR iRacing FedEx Lobbies week number 17 tomorrow.